that's the wrong one. Right, should be live here.
Black flag will make to pit surface penalty.
And let's try and get Callum on the line. Hopefully everything is working. GT Sport yesterday to iRacing this morning.
All clear on pit exit.
Also, that I just want to reset my grading paints to get the Alt R, I believe. Nope. Okay, now my mouse. Controller? Yeah, controller. I don't know what Alt R does. Oops. The old Alt F4. Morning, everyone. Morning, was it anyone evening for someone? Bill Jones, Hayden, Gary, JJ, JR Sim Racing, Baz in the house. Welcome along, everyone. Matt Joy. I believe this is GT3 only. I believe. I need to call Callum again. Driving this at the moment. Hey Lars, hope you're well. Do you have any tips for this race? Because I've done about 8 minutes practice this morning. And I'm not sure Callum's been able to do a huge amount either, so we're going in here quite raw for this very difficult race. Yes, Lars. We get it all on the channel these days. Let me PM Callum and see if he can join the voice chat. And we can talk strategy. I don't know why I haven't been able to get the Team Rock livery up. Bear with me.
B23.
I would have done it on the find the paint favourite bit. Bear with me. I've done it on the GT paint. Search T. Very important to me of the paint. This is a critical part of. Oh, so are you able to send me a trading paints link?
They say you cut the cord. You'll
Team
have to
Rock,
slow down. You'll have the time going.
Ferrari
You need to slow
GT3.
down, give back some time.
Follow. Stay with me.
You got a slow car on the left.
It's probably the webcam. The webcams make the screens look really close. There's my screen. I think Callum's really
Heads up,
getting some
there's a
laps
car
in
exit in
because
the
we
pits.
haven't had a lot of practice at all. And this race is going to grid up in like 8 minutes.
B25, that's your quickest lap in this session. You're
Hey, Mr.
currently
Finch. Hey,
3.7
Gary.
off the pace.
Mosquito Bite, welcome along. I'm just trying to find the paint. I'm struggling. I don't know what the best way to find the paint is. I should be practicing that. Paint is way more. Hang on, I know I can do. Go to my 2 cents. Go to my existing. Let's go to the GT. Find profile. Favorite paint. My favourites. There we go. Favourites. P8. Wait, 8 GT. Add to a collection. Racing's paint. It'd be funny if it just refreshed while I'm... Welcome along over. Bear with me a second.
10th position. That's your best lap in this session.
Favourite. Races paint. Saving. We're now racing the paint. Controller. I think we've done it, everyone. I think we've done it, chat. You can see Callum on your screen there.
Hello, mate.
Hey, Callum. I was just desperately trying to get the paint applied. Oh, that was a really good lap. 43.8. Do you mind?
Alright, wasn't it?
Do you mind if I jump out? What setup is this?
It's just a quali one. Sorry, mate. I couldn't hear you on my Discord. I joined the call and then it disappeared. So,
Absolutely no problem.
You've got about 5 laps of fuel.
Chat, let us know if Callum's voice is okay. If we need to bump it up or bump it down, just so the levels are fine. How are you, Callum?
Good, mate. Really good. I mean, it's absolutely roasting in this office where I am now. It's gonna be one sweaty boy.
You've got the iRacing weather pack on the office.
Yes, exactly. It's matching the track exactly. No, mate, it's good. It's good. I'm all good. I went karting this week, and so I'm still feeling a bit beat up, which I hear is a good sign.
Did it hurt more on the second night, or is that just me?
No.
Oh, okay, that's a weird thing about me. That was good. How
Honestly,
was it then?
mate, really good fun. Yeah, really good. Like, I got some pretty bad bruises on my shoulder blades, but I think that's just because I didn't really fit in the seat properly.
So were you wearing having one of the sort of rubber inserts, or just in the big bucket?
No, it's like I put the rubber insert in, but it was a bit tight, so I didn't. I took it out again.
Yeah,
but. Mate, it was like driving an LMP2 in iRacing. It was like really hard to brake, really twitchy at the rear. It wanted to kill you on the brakes.
Yeah,
I felt. And I was a little bit tall, so getting my foot really off the brake was tough, even though my seat was all the way back. So, but it was loads of fun.
Yeah, I think motor vehicles in general are just not made for tall people, to be honest.
Yeah,
even in karts, you have to have your knees up by your ears, and also you end up sitting quite high in the cart, which I think makes the bumps worse. Because if you kind of snug in the bucket seat. But yeah, that sounds awesome. I mean, they are really high spec karts, to be honest. They're pretty much, along with Club 100, the highest standard of arrive and drive that you can do in the UK. So unless you are going to rent someone's car specifically, that's the level basically.
Yeah.
13.
So as you know, I haven't been able to have a huge amount of practice here. I think you're the same. We need to think about strat and how we're going to do it. I don't really know what the limit is, to be honest.
There we go. I can hear.
Are you back on, Callum?
Yes, I'm back. Sorry, I had the issue at where was it? Hockenheim at 24. I think crew chief and Discord don't get on my machine, and so one kills the other.
Fair enough.
If I use the browser version of Discord, it's
cool. So what are you thinking re-strat?
I say you go for it to start with. I'll do the middle and you go again at the end.
Yeah, I was going to suggest something like that. I was saying, because I haven't had a lot of practice, if I go out with other cars, that'll be really helpful for me to see what the limit is.
Yeah.
And then I can come in, and then you do your stint, and then let's play it by ear, I think. I'm happy you do the last stint or I do last stint. Let's just see what works.
But yeah, that sounds good.
Because I don't
qualify.
Big fun.
Do you want me to qualify, or do you want to qualify?
I'll probably qualify just so I don't end up massively out of position, and also just the extra laps will be helpful.
Yes, good.
It's not going to be the busiest split, so we might end up in a higher split than we would otherwise. There's 105 teams. There will be. Will they make that 3 splits?
Most likely.
Okay. Cool stuff. Well, we'll see where we end up. If we end up in split 3, then we'll see. Because maybe we do. I think you have better pace than me here, so that would be faster for quali. Right, let me try and do a practice quali lap. If you see anything massively off, let me know, by the way, because I don't really know what I'm doing.
Go, mate. I get chat up.
I seem to go very deep at this corner. I wonder if I'm braking too late.
It looked like it to me.
Okay. I think I want to hug the apex there.
Oh, is everyone in chat? Hello.
Chatteroony.
I know when F1 practices. I don't. I'm excited to see this qualifying race thing today.
Yeah, me too.
Really excited to see how that goes. I really hope it goes well. I'm not amazingly hopeful that it will go well, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'll speak about it in a second. Okay. Oh no.
That says it's 55 per split. Yeah, that sounds about right, but we'll see. I think it'll be 3 splits.
Yeah, so my thoughts about the F1 sprint, as someone who's been to, I've been lucky to go to quite a few F1 races, the Saturdays are often a bit weird because you have full-on support races in F2, like GP2, GP3. Oh, is that not the line? Oh, yeah, that is the line, okay. Okay, so I just dipped into the 44s there. That's good to see. Let's see what split we're going to be in now. I'm going to join the session. Yeah, Saturdays are a bit weird at F1 when you go to the track because you have all the support races all day and then you have a very short quali for F1 and it's done. And I know quali is when the cars are at their max, but let's be real, it's only for a lap or 2. So I think giving the supporters more on a Saturday, I think is a good move. But I am worried that the F1 teams will kind of not put on a good show for whatever reason, not to damage the cars or whatnot. So
Yes.
I'm worried that they may kill it. So
It's high risk for them, isn't it?
Yeah.
When actually the reward isn't mad.
Yeah.
So if you can get a decent slot in proper quali, or the fastest time, whatever they call it. Was it the fastest lap award or whatever they called?
Yeah.
It's not pole. And then they'll just defend, I'd imagine.
Thanks, Keith Bull, for the ass. On my screen, it looks like you've donated ass. Although I think it might be Australian $5. But thank you so much, Keith Bull, for that. Number 106. Massive. What a boon for us, Callum. Get the session started. Hope you're going to look forward to this, Keith. I know you're a big part of the charity stream we did. Yeah, are there even any World Championship points available, Callum, apart from a fastest lap?
I think it's like 3, 2, and 1 for the top 3
Okay.
qualifiers.
So for anyone else, it's just quali, and then their engineers will be like, don't damage the car, don't damage the car.
Yeah.
Okay, we will see. Right, how was the sound, everyone? Is Callum's sound okay? Is the car sound okay? Because once I'm in, I can change it, but it's a little bit difficult. Do let us know. In fact, if you speak now, Callum, I can look.
Hello. Testing.
We bump you up a little.
Back. Yeah, normally Discord makes me really loud for some reason. I know I watched back 24-hour race and I was way too loud.
Yeah, it depends how people are doing the audio. Right, who in the session?
Yeah. I'll have a flick through, see if we recognise anyone, if you want to get any practice in.
Yeah, I think
Arctic Racing, recognise them.
Let me put quali set spot. I think I'll qualify Callum and I'll do first stint. And
yes, that sounds like a plan.
And I'll take it easy. I don't want to bin it. I don't think I binned it in that practice. I only did about 3 minutes. Right, quali setup 1 is on.
Calling all Karens. It's a racing team.
I don't really recognise. Although Czechia Power were in my practice session earlier and they were really quick.
Okay.
Oh, CSTBFO. I think that might be some boys from the Discord. Adam Joy. I recognise the name Adam Joy. Adam Joy's been on the streams. Okay, right. Let me head out then. People
Gary,
said it's great.
Gary, that is correct. Say that. 3210000.
Yeah, you won't see that on the official graphics.
No.
The pit exit's clear. We've got 2 laps to get the job done, mate.
Gary, Callum, what are you wearing? Gary wants to know.
I'm wearing a Williams top, mate. I'm hoping that George will put on a good show today. He's qualified 7th, and he's going to be up there in this sprint race. So
You know what? We've kind of colour matched then, because I'm wearing a black Formula E top.
Are you?
Yeah.
It was really weird. I can't see you when we're doing these.
Yeah. I still exist, I can assure you. You'll know when I hit the wall.
Okay. Yeah. There was some new Mercedes merch that came out yesterday. It was like this top actually, like a black sports top, but it was like all the Mercedes sponsors, but in matte black on top of this black top.
Ooh.
It's like the stealth. They called it like the stealth team shirt or something, and I thought, okay, that looks really nice. But
like
it was £65. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I always get my F1 merch on sale, like at the end of the season,
Yes.
or the next season even.
Sponsored by Fuel for Fans.
Yes. One day.
Yeah.
I'll be more likely sponsored by TK Maxx or someone. Bargain bin. Right, I'm just going to try and concentrate for this lap, mate.
Yeah.
Oops, go. Slow, come on. I'll tell you what, mate, I'm very happy with that so far.
Yeah, looking good, mate.
Hey, that is the weirdest quali lap I've ever done in my life. Just so cold. I don't know where the limit is, but I think this might be decent, mate.
Yeah, nice. It looked smooth.
Honestly, I don't know where.
7th position.
It's a decent lap for
Your
me.
last lap time
Right, let's try and go
was
fast.
Nice.
43.31.
May as well push it on this one, I guess. Nothing to lose, really. Oh,
Oh, unlucky.
I thought I may as well push it because
That was
at
a
any
big one.
corner I
Are
could
you
lose it
okay?
anyway. That was a few tenths up. Okay, I'm happy with the 43.3. That was the second and a bit over my previous best, so that's where we are.
My all-time best is a 42.8, and I think that session was cooler yesterday. I was going
Okay.
quicker, so
That's
that was a
good.
good time. That's
Cool
what I
stuff.
would have done anyway.
Yeah, thanks,
We're in
Callum.
quite a good split, mate. It's 2.5k
Oh wow, okay.
strength of field, so we're in a good split. So
Okay, I've
big
got
top half.
yeah. I've got the endurance setup on, and yeah, so I guess just trying to keep it clean. And I did Imola was one of the first ones I did last year with Team Rock. Last year, it feels like last year. this year. And we had quite a few instances in the first chicane, like people trying to overtake around the outside, or we were trying to defend too hard. And the way the lines work, it's just almost inevitable you're going to have an incident. So just going to try and give a wide berth around there. And then the places we spanned the most were, the kind of downhill dip.
Aqua Minerale.
Yes. Yeah, so easy to just spin it there, especially on the worn tyres. And also the last couple of corners left. Yes.
You can use the just so you're right. So on the final corner, there's green on the outside. You can use all of that. And then slow hairpin, the one after Vatsa. Yeah. No, that's not right. Anyway, the slow hairpin, you use all that green on the outside, so you can get on the throttle much earlier.
Yeah.
Those are the only two things I noticed. Oh, and I use first gear there because it likes to bog down in a second.
First gear, you mean the uphill hairpin, the left-hander?
Yes.
Okay.
Just to get the launch out. I go down into first. I find it rotates slightly better. You can get on the throttle way before you think you can.
Okay, that's really helpful. That's really good to know. I'm gonna put it up on screen now. Our lap, so we can see.
Split.
Morning, Nathan. Morning, Matt Joy, Loopy. Lots of people from the Australian side of things. Peep Dab Gaming. Lots of people doing the double from GT Sport yesterday to iRacing today, which is super.
Legends.
Yes, we love to see it. Oh, we got the team what livery, Callum. I'm happy to report.
Nice.
Good.
This first sector was really solid, really good.
That's my crash lap. Not bad.
The car in front's lap time is 1:43.30.
Yeah. I think you'll be seeing it on a delay on stream, but
oh yeah.
first corner I tried to brake where the road kind of kinks, but I think you can go a bit later. These chicanes must be all about the exit, really. And I was very cautious into the second chicane, very, very cautious. Yes, I quite a slow exit. There's probably at least half a second quite easy there on the exit. And then left-hander hairpin, you're saying first gear. For the first time I actually went tight to the apex, and I saw that my delta was half second up, so even more time there. Left-hander at the top of the hill, I remember saying I've gone wide. I'm not sure how wide it actually was. I think we did quite a bit in Team Rock. Callum was dip a wheel on the grass on the entry on the right-hand side and spin it. Very easy to get on the grass there.
Oh, yes.
Did you notice anything into Aqua Minerale?
No, it looks solid. It's like you can push it there, but it has to be warm and all that sort of stuff.
Do you go on the throttle in between the two right-handers? Or just coast?
Sometimes if I'm feeling it, but I wouldn't for the start. You nailed it through the chicane.
Yeah, I got lucky there.
Off section.
Oh, we're starting right at the back. Okay, good. So we can only move up. Hey, Martin King, hope you're well.
Go into Overwatch mode.
Yes, hopefully we need to be smart here because we're not as fast as other people in the split, to put it bluntly. So to gain positions, we're going to need to be really shrewd and smart and keep our nose clean. As I think we did at Watkins Glen for most of the race, Callum, until PTs went PTs. But you'll start at Watkins Glen if I can channel that when the chaos happens.
Scott roasted me for that incident. I showed it to him, and he asked how my racing went at the weekend.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, we got punted by this PT. We were doing really, really well.
What did he say? What did he say about it?
So I jinked very slightly. There was a tiny little move where I wasn't. It was like it was over to the right. I was expecting the P2 to go to the left, and the P2 just hit me in the rear.
Yeah.
But I did move, and he was like, "Yeah, your body language of that car was all wrong. Like you were saying, I'm going left and I'm going right. I don't know what I'm doing."
It's funny. Scott just tells it exactly.
The guy had to pick one.
He just tells it exactly how it is. I love it.
He doesn't mind offending you.
Yeah.
Not offending, but he'll say what he thinks.
Mr. Finch, multi-class. It's not multi-class, is it, Callum? It's all GT3s today.
Shame, I say. I always prefer multi-class, but these It's races, I'd say.
B43. The track temp is 21.
It's going to be like a
Celsius.
3-hour sprint, basically.
Yes.
Right, let's get a GIF up on screen. Hope you're enjoying everyone. Do feel free to gently tap the like
You need to
button
catch up
if
to the
you
guy
are.
ahead.
Always very much appreciated, but we are about to kick off from P43. We can only, well, we can go back.
Welcome to the Kireth car
Link
channel.
this on my channel to all of my subscribers.
Yes.
I'm gonna do.
Do make sure to check out Callum's channel. If you don't know what Callum does, then ask him because he's involved in some very cool stuff that we will talk about, no doubt, in the course of the stream.
About to go green. Stay focused.
Oh lol, you don't get a community page unless you're big enough.
Yeah, it's one of the cool things about getting to 1,000.
Go, go, go.
Whoa, 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 whoa! What on earth? Jesus
good, Freddie.
Christ!
Like we're going now.
Whoa!
There's still kind of crash happening. Crash happening. Crash happening. Back off. Back off. Nice.
Right side.
Oh,
3
wait,
wide, you're in the
mate.
middle.
Nice.
Clear right.
3 wide.
Car left.
He's just on your left now.
Is he backed out or not?
Clear all round.
Oh, he has now.
Okay, cool stuff, mate.
Good work on the start, mate. This is great.
Oh mate, we gained some spots.
Yes, it's early doors though. I could all lose it again. What was that start?
Gomez is leading the race.
Settle in. It's
Yes.
a little far. Everyone's calming down now a bit.
Okay. Heavy car as well. Get used to that. I need to keep up with this pack though. I cannot get dropped.
As you are correct, that was hectic. Well, I don't even know what happened. I'm gonna leave it to you to get to your instant and break down what happened.
So I saw Lars said in the chat we should try and hit the hour mark. I'm not obviously not going to do any fuel saving yet, but let's see how we go.
Yeah, we've got all race to think about that.
Yeah. I'm massively dropping off
Normally
the...
this car goes that far though.
B30.
Okay.
Awesome stuff, mate. Keep it coming.
I really want to get close to this BMW so I can just follow the lines because I'll gain so much time by doing that.
And that is correct. Discussing Watkins Glen mental start and then Kireth, hold my beer.
We need a new team name around those, I think.
we do. Yeah.
Can't finish,
There's a
but we
clip
can start.
function for that, everyone. No, not everyone has it, but you can clip stuff. Yeah, that's looking good.
Yeah, I'm a bit concerned, mate. I'm going to drop off this pack and get eaten, but that's what it
I
is.
wouldn't worry about that for now. Ellen,
There's an incident.
crash
in.
ahead.
Very anti-alter. Yellow
I'll
flag.
keep you
Keep your wits
updated
about
if
you,
you
mate.
wall. Is out of the way.
Okay,
We're back on the track. Stay right. Nice.
they're going to take someone out, probably.
This BMW behind you is looking fighty.
Does it have any front?
Ravazza 1.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god, the crashes.
Good job he backed
Well
out.
done.
Just done a 142.
Porsche
1.5.
joining. Cough.
The leader's just done a 142.
Okay, he was
130.
responsible there. I was a bit worried about him.
Did that BMW have any front?
It does, yes.
Oh, it doesn't have... Okay, cool, cool. I thought it might be heavily damaged, but and still a lot faster.
Oh, hang on.
25.
No, it doesn't have a front.
Okay.
fighting behind you though, so.
Good stuff.
Oh, wow, that was a send and a half behind you.
That was a lot of cars in that instant.
All stacking up behind you because they're fighting so hard, all going deep and all sorts. So
Sounds
you've
good.
got space behind now, which is good.
I know I'm losing
Last
a
leg.
lot of time this thing.
Letting a fast car behind through will help you. Yeah, like I think it's all about like settling into where your spot is. It's actually bad to be too far in front. If we stuck us two on pole right now, it would be a bad thing. We would get punted.
There's an incident in Variante Alta.
Yeah, you can be too
It's
slow for your
all about
position.
finding- yeah, it's about finding your spot in the race and working forward from there.
You got a tight car on the left.
And in front, there's a few rejoins happening. They're all going to be clear. Oh, you got some slip now.
Okay, cool stuff. Yeah, P7's had a nightmare. They've dropped down 15 positions or so. Oh, they're going to go side by side now.
Making it a little bit easy. Playing hard though. Christ. It's going to have a slowdown, I'd imagine. Be ready for that.
The Porsche.
No, the BMW.
Okay,
Looked marginal, so he might not, but just.
good.
That was a 145.21.
Yeah, unless something go right, I've no intention to overtake here. This is just me learning the track now.
Thing I would say is that around here it's so easy to dip a wheel onto the grass, like on the
Yeah.
entry or whatever when you're braking.
Yeah.
Especially turn one, because there's that kink in the braking
Yeah,
zone.
let me know if I'm getting too close.
Will.
Because you
No,
can't.
I tend to do it.
You kind of like push it and push it and push it, and then one lap it's just too much.
It takes us like quarter of a tyre on the grass. And
Yeah. The only good thing about those is luckily those kind of spins, you just go sideways. You don't actually go into a wall, but I don't want to do it.
Yellow flag, caution.
Might
No, I
be
can't see what's going on.
might be a yellow flag glitch there. People are running wide or something.
Oh, yes.
The leader has just done a 141.57.
141? Are you joking? Did you hear that?
He
Callum?
is 5.4k iRating.
141.
Let's see what he's called. I wonder if
Jesus.
if we know who he is.
We're chilling here in the 45s.
Berry Racing Red. These boys are fast. Running away from P2.
Good lap. That's your quickest so far. Sector 1 is 1.5 off the pace.
Yeah, so
Mate, they're fast.
so chat Callum have access to a whole load of fuel information on the stream. The chat will keep us updated on fuel use, etc.
Yeah. When it's short for the hour mark on fuel. Okay, thank you.
Yellow
Almost
flag.
slow. I'm gonna take him. Oh Jesus, that was close.
The one is Ribs, the big Twitch streamer. Oh, I see.
Big River, Rib man.
Well, that portion sounds good. A bit gutted. All the Porsche race cars sound amazing, and then when you hear a 911 in real life, a bit lackluster.
Although I think any GT3 race car sounds amazing when you go to a track.
Yeah.
Hear it.
When we went to Spa, all the WEC guys were well, there was the race on, so
Yeah.
you heard them lots in practice and stuff. Ferraris were really quiet.
Really?
And then, yeah. And then the P1s was kind of just a whoosh. The two sounded really good. It was like really good V8 noise. The loudest was the Porsche by a country mile. She was so loud.
So, chat, are we good to get to the hour mark at the moment, or are we looking short? One slide. I have to say, Callum, I've done a lot of GT Sport recently, F1, Forza. I haven't touched ATC in a while, but iRacing is just the best for driving.
Love it, mate. I
So involving.
don't touch anything else now. I really enjoying it as well. Me and Scott at lunchtimes are doing lots of races in the Formula 3 car. That's such a good car. I didn't like it for a long time because it's really twitchy. Really, it's one of those cars you get out, you know, it makes you a better driver by driving it, because you have to be quite careful, really deliberate on the brakes.
You can lock up so easily in that, can't you?
Yeah, you have to load it really carefully. Makes you drive smoother, and I've been enjoying that at the moment.
Yeah, it's the first car I ever drove in iRacing, actually, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a Motorsport UK Championship last year. It's the only reason I got into iRacing.
Ooh, nice.
Right, so obviously I can't keep up with Dylan and Sergio, so we'll see the boys behind. Try and let them filter through gracefully, probably.
In terms of the iRacing
The gap to
standing,
key behind is now
punching above our
0.8.
weight by quite a way, mate.
Nice. Corey here says F3 is a good teacher, but the teacher you hate, and that's a good way of putting it.
It is.
Yeah, I need to follow someone now.
This guy's
On your right. Clear right.
on your right.
On your right.
Oh, gee, oh,
Was
Very
very
right.
forceful
brave move, sir. Is he going to go for it?
He's backed out.
That was thinking about body language. I didn't go defensive at all. I was like, I'm just going to
Guy in
take
front
this
is
line.
Adams.
Oh, those Porsches are good on the brakes. Gary, we've got the draft now, which is nice.
Yeah, for a little bit.
Looks like they're fighting, so
B26, come on, man.
Yeah, that
speed
move
is
from the guy
fast.
behind was
We
pretty
need fast right
suicidal.
now.
So I reckon he thinks he's a lot faster. Obviously, most people who are overtaking is because they've crashed. They may well have the pace.
Car left.
you going down the inside.
Still there. Clear left.
And I'm much more comfortable with him in front of us than behind, I think.
Okay, cool stuff.
I think deploying a missile to go and take those guys out in front.
Oh!
Incident in Aqua Minerale.
There we go.
Looks like it's key.
Feeling that was coming.
Mm. An Audi behind. Oh dear. Mr. Shibua.
Pull on him on the straights, though.
Well, that was sketchy. Okay. I feel like Kevin isn't quite getting away, so maybe this is the nice person to be behind. But to be honest, Callum, my true aim is to just not bin it and get the car in view. Really.
It's going to be the same as my aim, mate. Oh, he's getting very close behind
Yeah,
you.
I sensed it.
Don't defend here, and if he goes for it, he goes for it.
Okay. I'm losing a lot of time out the hairpin, so if you've got a good line there, I think
Williams is now leading.
you'll be able to keep up a lot
Get
easier.
up on the green, mate. I'll
Okay.
get out, basically out the track.
Oh, he's gone very wide.
Here, that green is slippery. You got to be careful. He's going for it.
Car right.
Cool.
Clear right.
On your right.
The leader has just done a 141.57.
You cool, mate? Is that BMW behind? Does it really have no front?
Yes, but it's still fast somehow, so... It's a pit delta. We actually don't know, Gary. It's a fairly long pit lane here.
I mean, it just concerns me he's got no front. I mean, how has that happened? Is there another car with no rear? Because I quite like the rear of this car. Hey, Mosquito, help you out?
P25.
Have a look at his laps.
So he could be a very, very quick driver that's being hampered by the car. I don't know.
Yeah. Ah. So what happened, mate, was in that big crash, one jumped on the anchors right in front of him.
Okay.
It wasn't his fault. It was in front of us on the grid. The one place.
Oh, really? Only one place?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And you overtook him into turn one. Yeah, so
That sounds like me.
Gomez is now in the lead.
Lars, have a good breakfast. Let us know what you're having.
Come on, come on, come on. It's two very bad corners by me. He's going to get a great run.
BMW is quick on the straights.
Okay, I'll just keep my usual line and see what he does.
Looks like he's
Dude,
struggling
come
to
on.
get a run, actually.
P24. That's your fastest lap.
He's on you now.
On your left.
It's like he's
Hold your
got
line.
a nose
serious,
in.
man?
Clear left.
Good luck. Be fun.
All right.
There's an incident.
Oh, that was
Be on
silly
there. It looks
from
like
him.
Yeah,
12 minutes.
I'm not that disappointed by the outcome.
He like didn't back out, but he didn't go for it.
Yeah, exactly,
And then
he's
he had a
halfway.
nose in. Then yeah, for what you expected there.
Is a 4X? Does it look like any decent damage or not? I mean, hopefully not. From that.
It looks okay.
I think we got a little crinkle in the bonnet, but shouldn't be too much. Yeah, Delta
There's
looks
an
okay.
incident in Kireth. We think it might be Tuominen.
That to me looks like a 5 second optional job.
Okay, good stuff. This guy's all over the shop. Mr. Tuominen, it looks like he's drunk. mean, I kind of, on the one hand, he was trying to be nice by not properly sending it, but I think if you're going to go for an overtake, you do need to commit, like I did in the first few laps. Ultimately, it could have been race ending for both of us. I don't know where he is now.
Kwiatkowski is now leading.
Okay, head down, we're getting faster. Okay, that's good. Good.
P22.
Ekoi, it looks like a little bit of nose damage, but it doesn't look like it's going to lose us much time. I don't know how your Delta's looking,
I think it's okay.
Fine? Good.
Yeah. There's way more time to be found with my driving.
Looks like we need to save a minute of fuel, which not sure we're going to do.
Is that over the whole race, though? So that is probably doable.
To get to the hour mark.
Not sure about that.
With this stint.
Gomez is now in the lead.
Remember last time we were like, I've never once made a fuel saving work strat work.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to get hit at some point anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, well, if we have optionals, then
let's just keep the hammer down, mate.
Okay. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm fast enough to have the luxury of fuel saving. If I was faster, then let's see where we end up after this pit stop.
Yeah.
There's an incident in Ravazza 1.
Oops, someone spun around.
The Audi.
They're coming on the track. I waited. Good lad. Skeeter says watching as he lands DR on GT's. Good luck.
Oh, very nice. Don't accidentally crash. That will not be good for the DR. Appreciate the support.
P21.
Racy grinding.
Incident in Tamburello.
Incident ahead. I'll keep an eye out. That's all cleared.
We said there would be death chat.
Just went off-roading for a little bit. We were practicing with Ollie's team the other day for Spa, and we did like an hour-long race.
Yeah.
With all different cars to see what was his car. It was quite
That's
a
cool.
good idea,
Yeah.
actually. Please idea. Okay, so we got bored after that and ended up doing the short Red Bull ring in the monster trucks. But because they're so slow, if you cut the course, your slowdowns just go down. So it was quite fun, actually. It was like a rallycross type thing where we were the track sometimes, cutting at other times.
Very nice. Joker laps.
Porsche behind you?
Yeah.
Joker laps, exactly. The pit lane. Bear in mind, he's come past
Right
us
side.
before.
Clear
Right,
right.
he's sending it. Then he crashed, so...
Yeah. But
I'd
that
be
move,
surprised
that
we'd
move
see
forced
that
me
again.
basically to not turn in because he was there. I was like, well, I can't turn in now. You've got the position. Fair play, mate.
A karting move of, like, you're going to come off worse.
That BMW
BMWs.
again.
Kid about it.
Car left.
Go on then, mate, if you want to go.
Hold your line. Clear left.
Oh, it is a CS FBBO, boys. Very nice. Loopy's crew.
Really?
Yeah, he's got no top end,
Car
though.
right. Hold your line.
Lamborghini's coming past on your right.
Yeah, this could be a mess.
Still
I'm going to
there.
back out.
Back
Clear
out,
right.
back out, back out.
Qualifying pace now. Come on, you can salvage something here. P24.
Well done, mate.
Yep.
Handled.
I feel like they could be coming together ahead. We've got a bit of a gap behind now, a little bit.
BMW made the same crappy move again last time. The engine mode 4.
I don't know how to do that. Never done it before.
I don't like doing that. Gloves are off, Loopy. You are correct. That'd be worth saving
Kwiatkowski
0.4.
is
Okay.
leading the race.
If I can just keep up with these
1-1
guys, then I can do that. Because oh no, one wide. Into turn 1, for example, and the hairpin. So I'll try then.
Coming past the line now, you're on 19.4.
So I need to say 0.6.
Yeah.
23rd
Might-
place.
Got 20 laps to do it.
There's an incident in Villeneuve.
Go right.
Whoa.
Slow, yeah.
Yeah, the hands are better now. I don't know if you can see it. I have skin.
It's useful, that stuff.
Yeah. Underrated.
Yeah, massively. Until you don't have it, you realise how good it is. See how it happens? Like, cousin today, I was like, yeah, your hands do
it's
get
now
sore.
leading.
It's
Yeah.
a lot of road, let alone
How was your neck?
you're doing 2-hour stints. Neck was sore, yeah. Did end up in the barrier, mate.
Oh, cool.
uh,
Lock up or take out or?
no, it was a lock-up.
Hmm.
It's getting cramp in my foot. I was really struggling to get off the brakes. Tamworth, there's like these. I don't know if you've been there.
I'm in
actually.
Tamworth, no.
Fleming.
No, it's like M1 is quite sharp, but it's flat because before it was quite slow.
Yeah.
Then there's like a straight, but with like little kinks in it, but you can do it flat.
Hmm.
Then there's this like fast right. It reminds me of like Puon, but in reverse.
Okay.
And I was dabbing the brake
22nd
through there.
place.
Scott was just lifting, which I don't know how he did. Porsche on his way.
Yeah, just cover him off.
And I was getting cramp, and I think I just didn't get off the brake quick enough, and I spun it.
How tall are you roughly?
I'm 6'1".
Okay, similar to, yeah, it's,
Kwiatkowski is now
I'm all
leading.
legs. That's the problem.
it's difficult to get off the pedals.
Yeah.
You have to like
It's
bend
so
your ankle.
grabby, mate. Don't know if it was just that car or they're all like that, but like to be so delicate on the brakes.
Yeah, that is. I mean, that's a good thing because it means that the brakes are working.
Mm.
Sometimes you get carts with really dull brakes where like nothing really happens. And some carts you get stuff where you go on the brake and it wants to spin, but that's actually preferable. You can
Yeah.
manipulate that.
Imagine so. If you're a good driver, it is. But
Yeah.
it took me a while to get confident with it. I kept going around because obviously this is my first thing in sort of motorsport in the real world
Yeah.
after doing so much sim racing. I haven't actually been sim racing very long.
Yeah.
There was a few things like I wanted a delta to look at.
Yeah.
Kind of have to get a feel for what's quick and what's not. And there were spaces where I was like, if I was sim racing, I'd be out there. That you just didn't have the confidence. You didn't have to have that bravery in sim racing.
Yeah, the delta's a big one psychologically because you have to approach it from a completely different mental perspective. Because there's no visual reward for smashing a curb or doing a really good line. It's not like something goes green. Nothing goes green. It's really really different. When I did my 24-hour race a month or so ago, we had a delta on the car, and that made it more like sim racing for me. So there was a reward for abusing all the curves and the body. Probably why I ended up with no hands after it.
That's another thing. I was a bit. Some of the curbs were quite angry. Some of them on the runoff were fine.
Yeah.
Like on the apexes, they were quite. They were curbs. Said sort of, we don't want you using these type thing.
The other funny thing
Some
is,
people
it's
were.
not hitting the curb; it's hitting the ground after it, isn't it? That bounce. And what gets really worse when you do an endurance race, you've been in the cart for many
Half
hours,
your fuel left.
you hit a curb and you have that anticipation of, right, this is going to be really painful when I hit the ground after.
spinning ahead.
There's an incident
Yeah.
in Acro Minerale.
Well done.
I think it might be Fleming.
Right, Gary says we're
Didn't
short
know
on
if you were
fuel.
gonna have... Okay. We're not thinking about that for now, I don't think.
Yeah. What we can do is we can work it out with the last stint, maybe half it or something.
Yes. Waiting. Nice, that's a good line.
Yeah.
It's a really nice line. Abuse the track limits.
Yeah, it felt good that time. The deltas, this is 4 tenths up on my best lap, that sector.
Nice.
Oh wow, he's got so much more pace than us. This Porsche.
Whoa!
Hold your
I
line.
think it was a bit of lag actually.
Clear right.
Like he hit a
20.
turbo
Good
button or something.
consistency. Keep them coming.
I think we have a little bit of damage, but obviously it's not. I'm not really at peak performance, so it's not critical in that way. I'm surprised we actually have damage after that. I thought it was very close, but it is what it is.
On fuel, yeah. Yeah. I'm always a bit reluctant to start thinking about fuel like that in the first stint. Often you end up on an alternate strategy and then something comes along and changes it anyway, and so it's just all dead time.
How long to go roughly in the stint?
We're just about half an hour in,
Okay, perfect.
2 minutes in. Race.
Perfect. Yeah, Cyrus says don't forget about time in the pit lane as well.
Also, I've spent so much time in sim racing,
Mm.
in GT cars, where you have to throw in a lot of suspension travel and things like that.
Yep.
You've got to let the car roll, load it up, get it balanced through the corner, and then work your way out.
Yeah,
Whereas
not in karting.
you just don't have to do that. Like, all of that happens in half a tenth or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I was
The way
speaking
it-
to Scott about when I went on the charity stream. And he
Yes.
asked if I've learned anything, and it is bad habits because if you do that in sim racing, you'll just spin. You need to let things settle. But I think for reactions times, karting is very, very good. And also racecraft as well, I suspect.
To me, I wasn't ready for how quick those karts were going to be. And a lot more grip.
Yeah,
You get this in sim racing as well, where you're driving around a corner, you're like, okay, I'm on the limit here.
there's
and
more.
then go around again, and there's loads more, and you're
Yeah.
not even realizing.
Yeah, that feeling for the first time in a two-stroke when the engine clears and the revs just
Yeah.
keep going.
Like,
You're like, how
ooh.
fast is this going to go?
Yeah.
It's so good. And then as you said, the second thing of realization is, hang on, I can use that speed to go around corners.
Yes.
Pretty cool.
And I realised sort of halfway through the first race, you've got to be quite careful on the throttle and like aim it slightly on the way in.
Mm.
You've got to get on the throttle sort of 20% before you actually want
Yes,
it.
100%.
And then smoothly on the power, and it took me a little while to realise.
Especially in DMATs because they deaden the throttle a little bit. So you genuinely, that is the top drivers do that. Yeah, it's good you went in a two-stroke, not a four-stroke, because the four-strokes are actually not that much slower, but they really don't feel the same. The two-stroke is like an open wheeler, the four-stroke's like a GT car almost.
Kwiatkowski is leading the
Bit
race.
bigger and heavier, definitely.
Yeah. But they actually have more CC engines, but four-strokes could be a different engine type.
You know, I was telling you about that fast corner that's like Poo on at Tamworth. We came through lap 1 on our first race. We'd had like 10 minutes practice.
Yeah.
I was just getting ruined by traffic, so I wasn't really I wasn't up to speed at all.
Yeah.
I was starting 8th, Scott was starting 10th straight behind me on the inside.
Fastest lap
Yeah.
for
He got
Williams,
across through the first lap
141.39.
and just hung it around the outside of about 7 cars. out of turn 3 in like second place after
Okay.
being like 8th or 9th. I was like, oh, okay, that's the sort of thing you've got to brave enough to do. I was not about
Yeah,
to do that.
the move
I
around
was
the outside
thinking-
of karting is so good. Look at it. Oh shit.
I was. Oh,
Right.
we're good. Bit of slowdown now.
Yeah, I think we'll just burn it.
You'll need to slow down to give back the time gained.
Bloody chest,
While
crew
you're at
chief. I need to slow down when I'm slow already. Go on.
I was thinking, oh, I'll follow Scott through. I couldn't keep up. No way.
It's such a good move because you're basically saying to the driver, I know there's more grip available than you. There's so much more grip, I'm just going to drive around you. It's like quite a dominant move to do. You can see how that also works in F1 if someone goes around the outside. I think it's why you see stuff at Austria, because people don't want to get overtaken around the outside.
24 Celsius.
Yeah.
V18. You've just done a 144.58.
Embarrassing, isn't it?
Yeah. Because anyone can dive up the inside. I mean, that's just, you know, that's standard, but have the skill to go around the outside is another level. I don't think we've spoken, Scott, since I did my 10 hours of Hockenheim.
Yes.
I'm
How was
even
that?
I'm even more in awe of what Scott did, because the concentration required was pretty demanding, and then for Scott to do it in an F1 car is, I can't even conceive it.
Yes. Hey, it was really awesome. Like, again, people were so generous, and I know you
Yes.
absolutely smashed your goal.
Yeah, it was
Just
honestly
incredible.
unbelievable. I still need to make a video on it actually, and say thank you to everyone. But yeah,
Mate.
it was a really cool thing that happened. But in terms of the performance aspect, I was very happy with my own performance. But I was thinking how Scott has done it for 24 hours in an F1 car. It almost like would wear your eyes out just having to move your eyeballs for 24 hours so quickly to scan the road
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
He didn't whinge once as well.
Yeah.
Like, I would have been whinging like mad. That, like, and he just. I think a lot of it was that we were talking to interesting people.
Oh, thanks, Callum.
And yeah. So there was kind of lots to do. BMW coming.
Yep.
On your right.
In the outside
Hold your line.
with man.
Clear right.
I get the feeling, Callum, either people are running less downforce, or we've got more damage, or something, because
Okay.
it's quite a big overspeed into turn 1. But maybe we have more downforce in the corners, isn't it? I don't know.
Hopefully that'll go. Adrian's annoyed. You got 2 seconds behind me. I'm gonna run and grab a drink if that's okay.
Okay, yeah, go for it, mate. Go for it, no problem.
Ready? But you've got a little bit of
Yellow
space on the
flag.
track.
Watch out.
He's waiting.
Yellow ahead. Yellow
He's
ahead.
waiting, he's waiting.
Waiting.
He's a lap car, I think. Going pretty well so far, chat, I think. If this is top split. I think if it is top split, it'll be my first time in a genuine iRacing top split race. So there are some fast drivers in here. Let's try my best to keep up. Ah, Gary. Very nice. That's FIA approved kart track. Have you ever been down there? Do you go down there a lot? Got to hit more of that curve on the inside. Anything happened, Lars? Not major drama. We're just going around. We haven't spun yet. I did get a slowdown.
The gap behind is now 3.1.
We seem to be a lot slower than cars going into turn 1, but that last lap for me, I'm
Time's
happy
pretty
with.
consistent.
Come on, dude, move.
Weirdly, I'm now 6/10 up in turn 1. Like, can anyone see that? How have I gained 6/10 in one corner? That is weird.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm just driving like a madman now. I need to stop it. From wide there. Second gear.
The guy in front is Simmons.
Ah, Gary can't go due to your hip. Are there any other carts they do that would work? Or do you go down to spectate? GoPro Motorworks.
See you pulling away from people behind. It's nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Anything happened while Lars was gone? No, mate. Top quality driving. Only that.
Zen, yeah, possibly. Speaking about with Charlie, I think, Callum, you'll probably be doing it with Ollie, so there'll be lots of teams doing the Spa 24 hours. It is a genuine big event.
Quite busy, so I think I'm going to have to do most of my stints the night, basically. Things on that weekend.
Like Watchmen.
I quite like driving at night, so... Bar is tough because there's no lights. Favourite track.
Well done, good pass. That's a new fastest lap
What
for
car you're
Williams,
driving yet, Kireth?
141.32.
Nope. No idea.
I tried loads, and it was like the Porsche was quick, but it was twitchy, and so kind of risk reward. It seems like the Porsche's a bit OP at the moment in GT3.
Yeah, possibly. Possibly.
Done your quickest lap. Very nice. GT3.8.
Oh, slow down. Yeah, I did a really good set to one. I was 6/10 up
Need to slow
in the
down if you
first
don't want a
corner.
penalty.
6/10.
Yeah, 6/10 in the first corner, and I just lost the rest of it through the rest of the lap. I thought, hang on, that's a bit silly, but I think I just trail braked it really nicely. Yeah, my sector 1 was 0.59 up. Quite wide for me.
You cut the track. Keep it nice and tidy.
That looked like floor damage with the
Yeah.
sausage. Yeah, you don't tend to get that in GT3s as much.
Yeah,
Tend to be able to
unless it
take
made the
quite a lot.
sound. If it made the sound, then possible. I mean, Delta at the moment is consistent, but could be. Ooh. I think that was too much, that sausage.
Tosa.
We did Le Mans last weekend, and I didn't think I was going to be able to do it because we were releasing the new channel, and so we were.
Yeah.
Me, Ara, the editor Jackson, and Scott were just like in the office all weekend grinding it to get it all done. Just before they entered, I was like, "Oh, I'm heading back home now. I could actually do a stint." So I jumped in. I was like, "Well, look, I'll make sure I do at least what's the fair share minimum drive time."
Yeah.
It was
How
my
was it?
proudest stint because I got in with zero practice.
Yeah.
A P2, you know, I've driven a lot of P2s, well, a lot of laps in the P2 run. And I set fastest lap of the race. I was
Oh,
well
nice.
happy. Did have golden hour, right? It was in the morning, it was cold, it was light, but
Hey, it
It's-
still counts. That's huge, especially with no
working up
practice.
to it. Yeah, I was really happy with it. It was a low split, but you know, decent.
Yeah, gloss over that bit. Fast lap.
Yeah.
Melty having a KFC. Let us know what KFC you're going to get, Melty. You're going to go burger? You're going to go chicken? Let us know. We'll
For me,
get
it's
hungry.
always the buckets of the original. I think you can't beat those. What do they call it? The original
Right.
pieces.
Yeah, something like that. For me, it's the hot wings. I actually prefer.
Very nice.
I prefer the hot wings to, yeah, the original whatever. So I feel like the original. Obviously, one of the best things about KFC is the crispy fried skin. And I feel like the ratio crispy fried skin on the hot wings is
P18.
greater than on the original fried chicken. Just to explain why.
It's correct, yes. Quite hot for me. I'm not the best guy with spice, but I like it with the gravy. Do you like the gravy?
Oh, I've never really tried it. I don't know why I haven't tried it, but I've never really tried it. What's it like?
Give it a go. I like it. God knows what's in it, but I like it.
Hey,
The
thanks.
Zinger fan, yeah, fair play. And this banquet for one, yeah, nice.
Thanks, John Shaw's, for the subscription there. Massively appreciated. So, Callum, why don't you tell us more about your new channel?
Yeah, man, it's exciting, isn't it?
Because a lot of people probably won't know about it, but we're very interested to know about it.
So the story goes, I work for Drive 61, and it's grown massively. Like since lockdown, Scott started putting way more time and effort into sort of creating, cultures. Oh, it's sort of taking his driver knowledge and applying it to more broader appeal stuff. So like focusing on F1 and things like that, and that's grown really well. But you obviously have to learn lots about YouTube, about thumbnails, about strategy, about different sorts of content, and doing all of that. And we feel like we've learned quite a lot, and so we wanted to try a niche that's a little bit bigger. Notice there aren't many channels aside from F1 themselves
20th place.
around that have more than about 1.5–2 million subscribers. Whereas in the automotive space, there are loads of them. So we wanted to try something that's a little bit wider appeal. And so we're going to start focusing on road cars.
Nice.
And there's some fun, basically trying to tweak a format that is out there on YouTube, but we feel we can put a good spin on it and what we've learnt with making fast-paced content in motorsport. So essentially, it's drag races and different tests. We've got a new one like the Moose Test. I don't know if you've heard of the Moose Test. Where everyone in chat has.
Trying to flip the car over.
Yeah, that can happen. Like small hatchbacks and things.
The cones.
But yes, so we're essentially racing interesting cars. We launched the channel with a Tesla versus a Formula 1 car. This mad Corsa is so cool. You got to go and watch that video. This guy bought a Corsa for 300 quid a few years ago, and he's basically modified it, and now it's got two 600 horsepower engines in it.
Nice.
We raced it against a Ferrari 488 Pista, so a £300,000 supercar.
Yeah.
And it was close between them, which was good.
Very, very cool.
But yeah, the channel's called Driven Media, if you want to check it out.
Yeah, because on YouTube, when it comes to categorizing stuff, so how YouTube categorizes,
Simmons.
you know, sim racing and racing is. Callum, but automotive is quite a high level category on YouTube.
Front is Kwiatkowski.
Is yes.
It's like one of the major categories is automotive.
E19.
There is a lot of interest in it. I think it's because there's quite big ticket purchases to buy a car.
Exactly.
So it just means there's more advertising behind it, stuff like that. Okay, yeah, I see him behind.
A slightly bent wang.
For us.
Oh, he does.
Okay. Almost panicked. Almost
Don't worry,
panicked.
your wang is clean.
I'm not sure we can try and do that.
Some King subs, thank you, mate.
Nice.
And we've got some more videos we've already shot that are coming out this week, and then we're organising to shoot some more with some really cool cars.
10 minutes of fuel remaining.
With the choice of Driven, because I remember there used to be a TV show called Driven, I think on Channel 4, that was just about 20 years ago. That was about automotive
Didn't
stuff.
know that.
I'm sure it's
We
fine.
were searching for a name for a long time,
Yeah.
and there was lots of options, and we're basing it on a lot of what common domains were available.
Yeah.
It was Driven was one that we thought did the style of content. It also fits Driver 61.
Yeah.
And it kind of the Driven content is all live, so it's outside, whereas Driver 61 is often sort of studio-based stuff. So
There's an
What's
incident
it
in
like shooting
Samuela. It looks
the
like key.
F1 reaction videos? Because they obviously come out very quickly. Is that just very spontaneous? Oh, watch out!
Oh,
Yellow flag, caution.
he is rejoining. You're clear. You're clear.
Cool,
Good. So yeah, normally we just in Discord watching the race. Porsche's going to come around you.
Okay, I'm going to back out.
Clear left.
Whoa, thanks for
Save some
the
fuel.
membership. I can't see your name because it's blue on green.
Which
Thank you so much.
JJ?
JJ.
There's an incident in Tosa.
It's all kicking off, JJ, as you've joined.
Clear right.
Good to have you on board, JJ. There's quite a few cars behind. Yeah, so you watch on Discord, do you like kind of, do you see
Nice
something
one.
happen and think, right, that's going to be the
Chat
video?
about it, yeah. Whoa, sand coming.
Okay,
I don't like this guy.
it's Jose Luis Oviedo.
Blue flag.
I think the leader is pitted, have they? Or the lead is... Okay, what's this guy doing?
Oh god, he's gonna hit you. Let him go here.
Let's see. He's not shaping up for it. So it's a leader coming to lappers, Callum. That is incredible. Oh, I suppose they're 4 seconds lap quicker, aren't they?
He is rapid.
That is insane pace.
Left side.
Send it.
Yeah,
Clear
yeah.
left.
Another.
So,
Crash
Re-
behind you.
cool that. Yes, JJ.
Left side. Hold your line. Hold your line.
So the leader's next to you.
Clear left.
That's a bit of a Team Rock style livery they've got.
Liz,
Catching
have
on.
my lawyer look at it.
Yes. We'll send something to his people.
Yeah.
Are you feeling ready to
So
go in?
we
No pressure on you, because I think you're
good.
faster than me anyway here, so...
we'll see, mate. I'm sure. You've been putting in some good laps, so
Cool.
there are more blue flags coming as well, just so you're aware.
Okay.
Blue flag.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, mate. We sit in Discord, take notes. I find some points. Scott finds some points, and then
Oh, crunch by the leader.
Looks like the leader's been it.
the leader, yeah.
Aqua Minerale. Blue flag.
He's going to have a scrap with
Ben.
for the lead now. Look at that behind.
Is. They're next. They're side by side. They're keeping out behind, actually.
Okay, I'll give them a very wide berth when they come through then. We're not racing them at all.
And remember, there'll be two of them as
Yeah.
well. So.
Yeah, I spoke to your guy as well, Callum, about the on the rig front,
Yes.
and he's coming back to me, so
yeah.
we'll see. Could be.
Mind the gap now.
He's flashing me now, but
He's gonna send it. All that body language says
yeah.
something coming.
Yeah, just let me know when the car behind isn't a lap car.
Two behind.
Oh.
No.
Blue flag. We've been warned
Okay,
about track
I'm
limits.
keeping. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to find your car. Join steady. Yeah,
Okay.
you're right.
Okay, we lost 10 seconds. What's the damage like?
It's fine. It doesn't look too bad.
Okay, the time isn't. I'm not really worried about the time. That's okay.
You just rammed right into you.
Yeah, the I did hit the wall, I think, in the back as well, very gently though.
Yeah, the back is like
5 minutes of fuel
it's a
remaining.
little
5
bit.
minutes.
But there's no big holes in it.
Okay. Okay.
No.
Let's start.
No, like it looks like it looks like a flat hit. I didn't actually see it or did just rear end us. It's a bit annoying from him there because he's P2, but if he's right behind you on your bumper, you can't actually let him go if you want to let him go.
Yeah, I know. He has to
He's
shape
showing
up
his
shape up
nose.
one way.
Exactly. If he'd shown his
Blue
nose,
flag.
you probably would have let him go. But
Well, I
if
think-
he did outbrake himself, you could have seen it coming, you know. But if he's right behind you, you can't.
If I'm honest, Callum, if I want to be really objective about it, I suspect he is significantly faster than me, and he's able to brake significantly later. So what
Probably,
I
yes.
deem as a good braking point for me, for him, is like, why are you braking so early? I think it's probably one of those. But he should probably expect that coming through the field. But anyway, that's what it is.
Yeah. We're-
Good news is the car seems to be okay. The
23.
delta's pretty even, so not worried about the car.
30.
Well, we said there would be drama.
Did, and there was.
Yeah. Tick,
Not
tick that
clickbait.
box.
If you're on the road though, if we get an insurance company involved, rear end someone, it's your fault.
Mm.
On your left.
Sending it.
Clear left.
Yeah, it's a really good way of phrasing it, because we often talk about that when you get rear-ended and people say, "Oh, he braked early." I think ultimately it is always the responsibility of the car behind. It has to be, unless you're getting deliberately
Did it-
brake checked, which is very rare.
I did it in karting. Someone broke for a corner that you don't need to brake for, but knew he was slower than me. And I should have given him space, and I didn't, and I locked up and spun.
Yeah, that is the most common spin, by the way, in karting. When you see someone else ahead of you spin, and your instinct is to go on the brake, by far the most.
Hit it too hard, yeah.
Because what I did, when you get a bit more experience, you go on the brake and then lift off and then progressively apply it. Right, am I okay on fuel?
Let me check.
It's gone very quickly.
0.5 laps, yeah, go round one more.
1.5 laps. We're okay for one more lap?
One more.
Okay, cool. Confirm. Yeah, we'll catch up on
Keep
that
on
in the
the lead,
chat,
actually.
everyone.
We're running on fumes, mate. Hit this lap, in this lap.
Okay, they're changing tyres.
Yeah, I think
We
we
should
should.
probably do the same.
Okay.
Basically, everyone in the pit lane is changing tyres from the looks of things.
Okay, cool stuff. Box. Yeah, we'll talk about. I'll catch up with the chat, everyone. So I've been so engrossed in the race, but we'll talk about it. Well, Callum, does that count as me not binning it? I'm not sure. I mean,
Oh, you didn't bin it. He
Yeah.
binned it for you.
yeah, I was involved in the bin in my car.
2 litres remaining.
I'm very interested to see what the options would be, because if for whatever reason it's huge, I don't think we should take them. But let's see.
I agree. Turn off chat so I can't see it. Sorry. We'll stick it in a wall otherwise.
Right, boxing now, limiter on, and all that jazz. Then I've never
Brake quite early here. There, yeah, that's good.
Okay,
What's your
limiter on.
speed? Pit lane speed limit is 60 kilometres per hour.
Well, mate, I was lucky there. I was 2 mph over.
It does give you some breathing room.
Yeah, I was very lucky there. Extremely lucky. Okay, our guys near the end of the pits.
Great stint, mate.
Right, it's
Good
one.
work.
It's 1 minute 16. I don't think we should take it. I really don't think we should
1
take
litre
it.
remaining.
But it's your
Agree.
call.
The driver swap.
Nakawaga is leading the race.
There we go, chat. Now, do we get all the overlays? I think when Callum goes in the car, we'll get the overlays up. SPF says, keep your focus, chat is secondary. The great thing about the way we're streaming this is, chat, we've got you covered at all times. Gary Lassard, you remember last time? Yeah, when did I think at Hockenheim I forgot to pit. This was about 7 hours into my stint. And I was thinking about ordering chicken nuggets. I forgot to pin. We had to do some serious food.
Oh,
saving.
mate. 83% on the tyres.
53.
78 was the worst.
You say 28?
78.
Okay.
The leader is pitting now.
Kireth's been murdering tyres.
Yeah. Hey, Alex. Hey, James. Alex Stream Quality Days, by the way. I didn't get a new graphics card, but maybe YouTube is... Maybe it's less busy in the morning.
It's out to this beamer.
Yes. You can stream this in 1440p if you want. And hey, James as well. Good morning, chatter. How are we doing? James in the US.
Traffic behind. Watch your
James,
mirrors.
isn't it? What time is it where you are? Isn't it really early for you? Right, sorry, I was on replay, mate. My bad.
The next car is Hudson.
Okay, I'm going to go into... In fact, I was told that I can edit far chase as a camera.
Can.
Do you know how... Do I need to go into the camera settings for that and save it?
No, Control F12.
Oh, I can't... It may exit iRacing because of my keyboard. So we'll stick with this one. Well, we've got you on far chase, though. We've got you covered. And chat's got all of the overlays on board. Thanks, Lars. Yeah, we're on... We're live now. Callum's in the car. You can see. I'm going to have to flick like this for me to see. Behind Adam Joy, I believe this is the car with no front. Let me just bind this one to change car so we can do that all on the fly.
The leader's bidding now.
I'm quicker than this guy.
Okay, they have a front now. Yep.
Kwiatkowski is now leading.
What I would say is you're in a train of 4 here. I would say just settle in for a lap or two and then go for it.
Did you change the brake bias at all?
I didn't. It was 51.6 for me,
Cool.
which is I think how I normally like it. Go to Dizzle. We don't have the Fury. I remember that. Cyrus says the guy who punted you is also.
There's a car leaving.
You got a slow car on the right.
Oh,
Slow car,
25.
somewhere. You're okay.
Car right. Clear
Oh,
right.
good move, mate.
Incident in Tosa.
Right. Up to you now, mate. There's zero pressure in this race, by the way. I don't care about the result 1 iota, so make some moves if you want. We've got you on far chase on stream, so we've got good visibility. The Audi's going for it.
Right side.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Clear
Oh,
right.
mate, you have absolutely pulled a blinder there. You have pulled an absolute blinder. Can we clap
There
it up?
was a little bit of space. There wasn't
Can we-
much spare, but there was.
Can
I
we
took
clap
it.
it up for Challenger?
Incident in Acqua Minerale. It looks
Nice.
like it's Bailey.
Right, it's all clear ahead now. It's all clear.
I kill him. I'm sure I didn't.
So what happened is the car ahead of you went side by side, and then the BMW tried to go for a move that wasn't really on, and then because you were up the inside, he couldn't really claim the inside, and then it all happened on your outside, and you gained a load of positions. Loopy, was that your CSBO mate? Yeah, that was unfortunate, but it was good luck for us, I guess. Curious, look at the start when we get some track. Yeah, when this is cooled down, we'll have a look at the start, everyone. Gary saying the stint was 35 lap. Whoa. You want some info about the guy behind? Lamal Jean-Baptiste. I'm giving it to you. Oh, I have no info.
21st.
As we were. I said 21st there. 31st. Well, yeah, it's all going to be a bit weird with the pit stops. Oh, Zen's sending the beer again. Zen, we've got to try out some of the beer you're sending. At the moment, we were on Budweiser yesterday. I always have an emergency beer near me for the stream, and we had to crack into it yesterday because my qualifying was so poor. I got a lot of heat for it. Your pace,
Way.
pace is looking really good. Are you worried about the guy behind?
The guy in front.
Okay.
Been flashing him like mad.
Yeah, I'm going to PM him. And just say we are coming through
Blue
that car.
flag.
Yeah.
Get on the radio to Michael Massey.
Whoa, yeah, it's okay. You can
Right
over to
side.
inside. Nice.
Still there.
Hold your line.
I did PM him. Right, watch out. We had a big crash
Hold your
here
line.
last year.
Me to the
Still there.
inside.
Clear right.
Clear.
Watch out for the port. You're okay. Nicely done. Really nicely done. There's a whole queue. All right, now he's getting out of the way of everyone. Great.
It's how to not back marker.
Yeah,
He's
loads
like,
of people pit. So let's see where we are when we go through here.
sent it late on the brakes to not let me by. Then went into the chicane too hot and just stopped in the middle of the road.
Oh, was it Fat Furby in the car? Oh no. What did Furby say about the incident? Right, so next up the road is Phil Hudson. Tiger Balm Racing. He's 7 seconds up the road, and he's been in the car since the start, and he's doing 40. Last one was a 45.6. So nothing like out of this one. So it is. Get the race director out here to give him penalty. Yeah, they don't. I don't know if even in the top. Well, this is the proper top split races whether they actually have stewards or not. I don't know for the televised ones. I'm going to edit name stream.
You gonna call it?
Sasha, do you know how to get out the way?
Radio chat.
No.
I've got it on.
What, me? Or someone else?
No, not someone. Cyrus says very rarely are there ever stewards, but is it possible to have stewards there, Cyrus? Does it ever happen?
Sectors 2 and 3
League
are
races,
0.7
they do.
off the pace.
Okay.
Sector 1 is 1.1
If
off
my-
the pace.
The
That's
guy
good
behind us coming
consistency,
massively
keep it up.
hot. Whoa.
The Porsche's really good on the brakes.
Yeah. I don't feel like he's faster than the twisty bits, though. It's just completely your call. You're massively reeling in Phil Hudson. He's 2 seconds closer now, so...
Blue flag.
what's going to be interesting, Callum, is you're going to have the guys in 10 and 11th come through, so... I'll be honest, I can see us getting rear-ended here, but there's not much we can do about it. Okay.
By the guy
Good
behind.
Yeah.
I try and run away from him if I can. That would be the ideal scenario.
Yeah.
He looks quick.
He is... Yep. I'll try and let you know if he's going to do something stupid at the chicane. He's got a big slide there. He's got a huge slide, so you don't have to worry about him here. Oh, really nice taking, Callum. Yeah, you've dropped him again, which will protect you into the next corner. And we're just on board with the lap car behind Taylor Adams in P10. Yeah, looking really, really good. Right, Lars has come in with a view on the incident. I feel the guy on the outside failed to see that it would be 3 wide. Yeah, that corner was never going to work, but...
Blue flag.
I did also go 3 wide somewhere. We're lucky when I went through. Now, SPF says the Porsche might be abusing his tyres,
flag.
Callum.
Yeah.
Possible. see what this car does. Yeah, you're eating into Phil Hodgson, so I'm sure you're going to meet him soon.
Yes.
I didn't get a new video card, Gary. I don't know why the Streamlet's better today, but if it does, that's great. Actually, I can see the map is cropped. Let me uncrop the map for you. Sorry about that, everyone. Is it shift? Oh. Nope. Shift. Ah. You don't have all of the corners in the map, everyone. Okay, I'm actually not going to uncrop it because my streaming software is getting very unhappy about it. So, actually, it's not really that cropped, is it? Let me know if you need me to uncrop that little corner. Right, you're keeping this P10 guy behind. It's nice.
I'm not fighting him. He's just he keeps dropping off.
And I can guarantee you're going to catch
There we
cars
go.
ahead. Right, yeah, it's going to go through here.
Car left. Hold your line. Clear left.
23rd place.
Nicely done. That Porsche behind can go so late on the brakes there. Thanks, Alex. Enjoy it. Have a great weekend. I know you're going to be in town, so maybe we can actually link up. We'll see.
Blue flag.
Yeah, it's going to feel like a multi-class race now, Callum. With the leaders coming
Traffic light
through.
without losing time.
Yeah.
Or you're just saying I'm that slow.
No. It's the way it is. I always
know.
get laps. Yeah, let me know, James, if it's stuttering anyway on the straight. That might be it's loading more imagery. In which case, it's probably my lack of a graphics card. Right, 2 lap cars just got past the Porsche behind you. They are fighting hard. We're on board with the 2 cars behind Callum now. And you can see a whole load of cars ahead, can't you? Actually, right. Yeah, something's happened
The
with
track temperature is increasing. It's
the
now
29 car. They've
26
dropped back. So the
Celsius.
car ahead is a... Yeah, it's going to come through to lap them. Let me just see what happened. Hey, Ape Man, hope you're well. Hope you have a great weekend as well, Ape Man. Doing whatever Ape Man does at the weekends. Right, this is it.
P23.
I think we can have the guy ahead.
Blue flag.
TV
Does
next
that.
up. Yep. See which way he's going to go.
On your left.
Oh, okay, maybe he's got damage or something.
Clear left.
He has been filtering back. Okay, good to know, James. It's not the next thing on my list. The next thing on my list is a rig, but after that, I think trying to get a mythical graphics card will help, but it's not. I think the Streamlet's pretty good. I really hate stuttering, but I'm very sensitive. Okay, time to get after Phil Hudson. Your pace is looking really good in the mid 44s. Yeah, there were 54 cars in this race. 54 cars. And we qualified in 43. Well, I qualified in 43. And now we're 30th, so looking good. If you have a budget build, Gary, you want to post in Discord, post it.
Left side. Clear left.
You see the way he drifted through that corner? Right, you've got one more behind. He's also going to come through probably turn 1.
Blue flag.
Oh, that's a big stutter on the straight, isn't it? Ah, I see. That must be all the pit buildings like that.
Come on, focus. We need more speed. Don't try to brake later. Just concentrate harder. P21.
Or maybe it's a load of data coming in. Understood, I've got it now. Sorry. If you want to post in Discord, post it in the Tech Talk channel. That's where we talk about tech and PC stuff. Well, I'm trying to speak to people, Martin, to see if anyone would be interested, kind of helping out with the rig for the channel. It's a long shot, but some people have been receptive, so those conversations are happening. Yes, SPF. So I've started to unlist my GT Sport live streams because, and this is a very YouTubey point, but basically YouTube.
Incident in Aqua Minerale.
Let me check what's going on, Callum. It's all clear ahead. When you have a live stream, YouTube shares that live stream. So at the moment, YouTube is sharing this live stream. People coming in, some people watching, some people aren't, and that's all great. Everyone knows it's live. What YouTube does after the live stream is it processes it and then it puts it out as a video. But the thing is, the amount of people that want to watch a 3-4 hour GT Sport old live stream that's not live is very low. So it hurts the metrics of the channel, and then it stops sharing like actual GT Sport videos that I make as 5-minute, 6-minute, 7-minute videos. So I've started to this week unlist the streams, and they go into a playlist. So you can still watch them, and the links are all in Discord, but they're not being pushed out to new users on YouTube, where the vast majority are not going to click on it. That's what it is in a nutshell. Right, the guy behind is looking not that interested. I think I need to start taking that stuff a bit more seriously. So I've never unlisted them before, but that's what happens. Yeah, completely agree, Martin King. Thanks, 8-Man. How you feeling, Callum, in the zone?
Mate.
Left side.
Ooh, he's gone for it there.
Clear left.
But I think it shows how
At
good
least he was committed.
it shows how good your pace is. That you're basically, you know, stroke for stroke with these people in P10, P11, P12. And I think we may have been gifted another position somewhere because we got to P29 now. Yes, if you are enjoying the stream, do feel free to hit that like button because that does massively help the streams. I think it is one of the major ways that streams get shared is that live engagement. If you're not enjoying it, then that's completely fine, and let us know. If that's stuttering, whatever, then good for me to know.
Thumbs down also helps the stream.
What does? Slowdowns.
Thumbs down.
Okay. Right, this is it.
Don't
Phil
do that.
Hudson.
The next car is Hudson.
Away, Phil.
This move has been a long time coming.
Kick it down the straight.
Heads up, there's a car rejoining.
You got a toy car on the right.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting with the car on the right. You're going to breeze past him, I think.
P22.
Very nice. He's a very slow car. He's low down the order. Right. Thanks, Cole. 403. Hope you're well. Good to see you again. What kind of info do you want, Callum? Would you not want any info?
All right for now.
Okay. What we'll do then, chat, is we'll have a look at the... Actually, no, we've got to see Callum. Oh, he's gone very deep.
I was hoping to make him make a mistake there, but
Yeah.
covered me off.
I think we gained another position, so... Looking good. I feel like it's a matter of time before he gets a bad exit and you can just kind of breeze past him.
Yeah.
Let's see, he wasn't particularly strong here last. I'm amazed at just how we've been lapped by cars that are not blowing away from us. I find that very surprising, unless their first drivers were very good and then they've subbed in other drivers that are not quite as quick.
Yeah, that could be the case.
Yeah. We are also carrying over a minute of optionals, but suboptimal. But I don't think it's a I don't think it's a killer here. The sit rep, if you've just joined us, we are in P28 in a very strong field, and P27 is the car ahead of us here. SPF, what do you think of F1 yesterday? I actually didn't catch it, unfortunately. I was streaming, I think. But we'll try and catch the sprint race today, the points race.
Just the warm-up race for that, you know?
Yeah. We spoke about it being in the stream. I think it's cool that they're trying different stuff. F1 for I mean, qualifying for years in F1 in like the mid 2000s, they tried all sorts of what I thought wasn't very good stuff, and they now have a good format with Q1, Q2, Q3, and I think the sprint race they do it in other formats. You have these kind of races on a Saturday, so it probably feels quite unusual, but I do think it is quite anachronistic for your flagship category. So on a Saturday they do FP3 and then they do quali and that's it. I think people pay a lot of money for the tickets and you can probably offer more entertainment. Yeah, hoping the best George Russell. I saw the meme clip where he said something like, next year I'm going to be in a Mercedes engine.
The next car is Hudson.
I'm liking his personality.
Bailey
more.
first.
Yeah, it'll be a McLaren.
There's an incident in Tamburello.
Oh.
We think it might be Bailey.
Yeah, don't worry, he's waiting. You're going to overtake him.
Andrew,
Very nice.
couldn't have you just gotten out the way?
On my way, Adrian.
Yeah, let's see the hairpin. If not, I'll PM him. The 8th man, sorry I missed that. Always good to see you. Yeah, I'm going to drop him a message, Callum.
Thank you. Oh, looks like he's going.
Okay.
On your left.
He said thanks.
Clear
He
left.
just said thanks, yeah. Back on Phil now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Not a,
this is going to be one of these longest overtakes in history.
is
But yeah, I'm becoming more of... I was... When George did this thing at Imola, ironically, as we're here, against Bottas, I thought, he just needs to play his cards cool and he'll get the seat. I didn't know his part. I thought he was about to say, I'm warming more to George again. SPF, I'm not a fan of the sprint race thing. Makes no sense to me with cost caps. This makes no sense. Yeah, look, possible. I'm hopeful about it. I do think that the teams could essentially nullify it and kill the idea. You raise a really good point about the cost caps being reduced. Now there's going to be another race with more risk of damage.
20th place.
If you're a midfield team, can you really afford to, have to supply out more bits and bobs to the cars? I don't know. Maybe it makes more sense.
No, we don't know.
There. So
I think it's good that they're doing it and they're trying it and it's on a sort of trial basis. We can see what we all think. I'm hesitant to offer too strong an opinion here. You know what I mean? Before it's even happened.
Yeah.
I think you can see what they're doing. I would say saying that it makes sense is a bit strong.
Yeah.
There's more what we all tune in for is racing, and if they're offering more of it, then I don't see that being a bad thing. But if it waters down the good stuff on Sunday, then fair enough, I think.
Yeah, I don't think we'll get a situation where we'll see if there is a crash in the sprint race, and we'll see with a midfield team, we'll see what their team principal says about it for the Sunday. If they're like, this is really not. Anyway, we'll see. Let's have a look at lap 1 now while Callum's working on his overtake. Here we go. This is lap 1. And there was a big mess before we even went green, I think. Someone was upside down, which is highly irregular. There we go. At the top. Someone's facing the wrong way. Someone else is off rip, and then we decided to go through this gap. I think that worked. and then go through this gap as well. Although I think I backed out
The
off the
gap to
BMW here.
Hudson ahead is now 0.8. Come on, we should be doing better
I
than
know we
this.
did. We went through. Okay.
27. Your lap time was at 1:44.17.
I don't think I'm going to go for it here, am I? No. That was the start, everyone. How there was a crash before the start, I don't even know. But anyway. Right, back on board with Callum. I mean, Callum, your lap times are really, really good. I think that might be our fast lap of the race. Let me see. Oh no, you've done a 43.7. Yeah, sorry. So your lap times are really good. This guy isn't. He's not like massively holding us up. He might be helping us.
His car is
damage.
quicker.
Yeah.
He's quicker down the straight. It's by quite a long way. I have to gain.
Yeah, I think it's a matter of time.
Oh.
Car
Ooh.
right.
You have to stay down
Clear
there.
right.
Clear on the right.
Nicely done. Nicely
Oh, you
done.
must have
Good
to
work,
slow
mate.
down.
Keep
That's
it
what
up.
he's doing.
Yeah. Another position. You fed him to a back marker, which is very nice. Hey Sean, hope you're well. Yes, we're doing okay. Hope all is well with you. Okay, now some clear air. Oh, you don't have the. Oh, yeah, we don't have the fuel when Callum's in the car. We only have the fuel on screen when I'm in the car. But there are 18.5 laps remaining.
P21.
So I don't know where that's going to put us. We'll find out. Yeah, the wang is not crinkled, but you can see there was some contact at the back of the car. It's like when tectonic plates go into each other and a mountain ridge emerges. I'm just going to check and see what these mad lads in the lead are doing. Check power.
Now, what times are they doing?
Well, they're only,
Ones and
only now
42s.
doing 42.9, but yeah, the same driver at the beginning did a 41.5, and now he's doing 42.9. So that 41.5, I mean, that is genuinely, I think, pretty insane.
It's top split, so
Yeah, I don't know what the VRS time was, but I think that'll be quicker than the VRS time. Ah, Sean's going to the park later. It's going to be very hot weather in the UK today. Do let us know if you've got plans to enjoy that hot
I'm
weather.
getting paddleboarding later.
Whoa,
I'm
very
quite
nice.
excited. My missus is studying at the moment, so whenever she's got time off, we try and get outside and do something good fun. We've got
Yeah.
like some good rivers and lakes near us, so
Great weather to do, because if you do go in for a little dunk,
yeah, it's not
Nice.
the end of the world, is it?
yeah. I'm trying to find us on the Oh yeah, for Crasser in chat. P26, Callum. Wow. So
We'd
we're
love to see it.
That last
Pretty
lap
much
was a
bang in the middle.
144.12.
And the next car up the road is Chris Zacharopoulos, who's 11 seconds up the road, and I'll let you know what he's doing just so we know. He's basically doing very high 43s. Very high 43s. Using a Lambo.
It's getting hotter.
Getting
Just
hotter.
got to break there.
On track, it's getting hotter.
It feels like it, yeah. It's 27, so it's not mad hotter, but
Yeah.
I used to be able to make that breaking point, and I can't now.
Master King liking the Planet Express delivery. Planet Express, is that's not Toy Story, is it? What's Planet Express? Gary says 19 laps until boxing. Okay, understood. I guess we will be where we'll be. I'm not fussed, Callum, about going back in or you staying out. So if you feel confident, I'm very happy we can continue to spot for you. I think your pace is a bit quicker. If you don't want to, then you don't need to. So it's up to you.
Oh, slow down. You jinxed it,
Ironic.
mate.
You'll need to slow
It's
down
fine,
if you
it's
don't
going
want to
down.
penalty.
You have taken a second out of Chris ahead, so not sure what's going on with Chris. Oh, Futurama. Okay, I wasn't close. Martin King is self-isolating and the missus in Newcastle for the weekend. Okay, very nice. Yeah, it was a bit of a confusing message, Sean, to be honest. Lots of different...
That lap time was 1:44.47.
hitting lots of different notes there. I like it. We've still got Phil Hudson for company, Callum.
You can see him
Hudmeister.
hanging around there.
Yeah. He just likes to look at our livery. SPF says, is Callum the video producer for Drive 61? Yes. All of that good content, Callum is very much involved in. If you have any questions, now's a good time to ask him. Otherwise, the car's looking pretty good, actually. The front looks okay. It's more the back.
Slow in a straight line, but it's
Yeah.
predictable and it's all fine, you know.
I know I wasn't too fussed at the time, but that obviously getting hit from behind, losing the 10 seconds, we'd be right up with Chris now, but it is what it is. It could have been a lot worse. That's the thing about iRacing. I think it makes me more chilled out about those sort of things because you can literally end your race like at any time. So makes sense.
You're like, I've survived, not, oh, I
Yeah.
got punted off. Yeah.
SPF loves the channel. Very, very nice. And presumably the new Driven channel, True? 2. Yeah, looking good. So on the tyre front, Callum. Oh, 24's in the pits.
Cool.
Good. Callum, the tyres were pretty good, weren't they? I mean, it's up to you.
20th place.
It is getting
We can go
hotter.
again, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I think we possibly could have gone there, but it's not good jumping in the car on one tyre. So I'll untick them now, and then...
We would have lost time in the driver swap if we'd done that. So,
Oh, that's true, yeah.
I mean, if you do a driver swap, you get 3 tyres, basically. So
Yeah.
you may as well take them.
Understood. Well, it's very early in the morning sim time. It's 9:30 a.m. So
Get hotter.
yeah, it will be about 10 a.m. when you come in. So I've unticked them now, but it's completely your call.
Okay, keep them unticked and I'll call it quite late.
Yep. Matt Joy says, is Callum going to do more streaming on his own channel?
Mate, that is the lifelong question when I have time. And when I can get this damn PC working properly. Don't know if anyone watched the Hockenheim and I was with Ollie. I was getting loads of stutters and stuff.
Hmm.
And that was when I wasn't streaming and putting it under massive load.
What graphics card do you have in there?
3060, so it's not amazing, but
That's
it's
good
a new
enough.
gen.
And what CPU have you got? Because iRacing, I think, is relatively CPU heavy.
Don't know, mate. It's a Ryzen 5, a 3600 XT.
Okay, I think that's good.
It's all right. I don't know if I feel like I need more RAM. When I look at Task Manager,
Yeah.
I'm using quite
You want
like
16?
85, 90%. Yeah,
Yeah.
of my RAM.
And what settings are you running at? And what resolution?
Medium 1440.
Yeah, it's very similar to what I'm doing. So that is surprising. Although I am getting stutters today. Yeah, iRacing I think is one of these games. It will run on a low spec PC, but it doesn't seem to be like superbly optimized to just run flawlessly on good PCs. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I'm going to buy more RAM anyway because I can.
Yeah,
And
it's
I will
cheap.
use it if it's there.
Yeah.
And then see what to do after that.
I think the 3060 should be fine. It's a very good. It's probably the best bang for buck GPU for streaming, actually. Play and
What
stream.
I'm in a predicament about as well is that I have an Atem Mini Pro. Have you seen these? They're like streaming decks.
No.
No, so essentially it takes loads of HDMI inputs, so your camera, your
Yeah.
webcam, and then like a pass through for your display.
Yeah.
It does all the video processing on board and essentially puts it out as a webcam that you put in OBS.
Oh, I haven't heard
And
of
then
that.
you can put
Okay.
whatever overlays you want on top. They're quite expensive.
Is it? That just sounds like a capture card to me. Or am I missing it?
Yeah, but it can do all transitions and it can take like
Okay.
multiple inputs.
Okay. Okay.
Like all of that stuff is done like on device.
Okay. So it encodes it on device and sends it out as a video stream. Okay, that's very
It's
cool.
very low load for your streaming machine. It's made so
Yeah.
you could do it from like anything.
Yeah.
But it only does the pass through at 60 frames. I would have to run my monitor at 60 frames, which I don't really want to do. No, Ollie does.
Yeah, I do it as well. But I can't really run much higher. It's up to you. I mean, so because I know Rory had some issues here, and I just said lock it at 60.
0.8.
But I would say if
There's
you're
an incident in Tamburello, 18th.
Bear with me.
Stay calm.
someone's
Keep it
coming off,
smooth.
watch out on the
Sector
left-hand
1
side.
is
Watch out a lot.
5.0
It's going to be middle of the
seconds
track.
off the pace. Sector 2 time is okay. Sector 3 is 2.1 seconds off
Nice,
the
mate.
pace.
nice,
That was
nice
good.
done. Yeah, I would say if you can run your game at 120 and then it outputs at 60, then that's perfect. So everything's synced up. But otherwise,
100 at the moment.
yeah, I don't know about 100 because I don't know if that's going to cause any stuttering. So my monitor is 100 hertz. I don't have a 120 hertz monitor. But if I did, and I had the GPU, I would definitely run iRacing at 120.
Yellow
Watch
flag.
out,
Watch out.
left hand side. Nice.
Again, the position.
Yeah, I would definitely run iRacing at 120, and I'd stream at 60. And with the F1 game at the moment, I'd definitely run that at 120 on the PS5 and stream at 60. But I'm racing now on 60, and I'm used to it. But I think when I used to race when I wasn't streaming on iRacing, you know better than me, the higher FPS is just godly in terms of... I think it also helps for reactions as well, because the screen is refreshing quicker. You can actually react things.
I feel when I turn it down, I lose my sense of speed.
Yeah, possibly. Anyway, there's some tech chat for you, everyone. Someone said he's in his mid 30s now, looking
Keep
for a
it
bit more
together.
RAM.
Come
I
on,
see
the
you.
race
I
isn't
see you,
over
Sean.
yet.
I see you. I get you there. As if you have 16 megabytes, he's probably got gigabytes. I see the point. Double it, stream my racing, use a lot of RAM, yes. Yeah, I have 32 in mine. Lars says the fact I'm 3.5 hours away from my computer makes it hard. What do you mean you're 3.5 hours away from your computer? Please explain, Lars. Right, Chris is 8 seconds ahead. The 2 cars ahead of your lap cars. Phil is still behind you for company. All is well. All is good. And we're P22 now, mate. P22. We're getting closer to that. Well, anything can happen. P22 is very nice. Nice, nice, nice. The 2 cars ahead of you are not fighting for position, so when you get closer, I'll ping them both a message.
Thank
Scott Mansell in the house. Don't end up in the barrier again, Callum. Callum, is that a reference to your karting antics?
you. Yeah, it is. All right, Scott.
No, Callum's been very good at the moment. We're in the highest split, Scott, and we both weren't able to make a lot of practice, but we're above halfway in the field, which we're very happy with, and Callum's driving superbly well.
And not end up in the barrier.
Yeah. As you can see from the back of the car, we have ended up in the barrier already, but that was me. Well, that might have been from when I got punted before I hit the barrier. I don't know. We'll see. That's Scott. Scott says, "Good work, lads." Callum.
Oh.
Nicely held. Nicely held.
No, Phil, don't do it.
Is it Phil behind you? He suddenly perked up, hasn't he?
As
His car is pretty clean, and the front is a bit scratched.
yeah, so
There's
much
an
quicker down the
incident in
straights.
Aqua Minerale.
Okay, it's all cleared ahead. No need to worry about anything. Oh, there's a very bent wang. Ahead.
In the Audi.
Yeah.
Oh, slow down, please.
I'm just going to ping him a message because they obviously have good pace. Martin King says Phil's found pace. Yes. Wrong mouse.
It's getting hotter.
The track temp's
Yeah.
increasing. It's now 28 Celsius.
Keep an eye on those tyres.
What was really cool actually about karting was when we went, I was like halfway through the second race, I was like, it feels like the pace has dropped off, the grip has gone.
Mm.
I'm not sure what it was, whether it's the tyres or the track temp or like anything like that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, maybe it's in my head, And then Scott came out and he's like, it got slower halfway through the second race, didn't it? And I was like, oh,
0.9.
I actually noticed. This is cool.
Yeah.
In iRacing, you can feel it.
I've always wondered because that's thing is getting slower throughout a race is often synonymous for me with just getting fatigued and tired, etc. But I do think sometimes the tyres do get a little bit overheated or something.
Far left, clear left.
Oh, he's backed up. Very nice. But the cool thing is about that, Callum, is you don't have any data to back it up, so you have to go on your feel. And it's
Exactly.
like, is it getting slow or is it me? And you have to manage all of this mentally, which is one of the cool things about karting. When I was racing last weekend as well, in Club 100, and my first race went okay. I was in the midfield like now. My second race, I went for a stupid move on someone and had to back out, ended up
There's
facing the
an
wrong
incident.
way.
Very anti-alta. It looks like it's... Oh,
It's all good ahead. Good ahead. It's alright. It's alright, no worries.
you need to slow down a bit if you don't want a penalty.
Where the guy behind you's come out of nowhere. Yeah, the guy behind us for position.
Yeah, got rid of the slowdown, saved fuel.
Yeah. It's a very busy track here. There's always cars around.
Yeah, it's getting slippy, really slippy.
Yeah, so to confirm the car ahead is a lapped car. Let's see what we can do.
Right side.
Watch out
Don't
behind
do
you,
anything.
watch out behind
No.
you. He's going to go for it, he's going to go
Hold
for
your
it.
line.
We've lost this now, we've lost
Clear
it.
right.
It's okay.
B16. Right. The guy ahead of us is Bird.
Nice done,
A
Callum. because-
madman!
Yeah, that would have been 2 into 1, it wouldn't have gone. I'll thank the other guy. Yeah, I fell behind the pack, and the pack was about, I was counting it in my head, like how many seconds behind I was. It was about 9 seconds. And I do half-an-hour races, they're quite long races in karting. And every lap I was counting at a specific corner how far behind. It was like 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5. And on the last lap, I caught him. On the last lap. But just, I had no data. It was like mentally, I needed to really push. And by this time, I destroyed my hands again. But yeah, it's very different when you don't have that data. In sim racing, it's really easy to kind of, you have all the information you need to see where you are. One of the biggest differences. Gary's saving up for an iRacing CPU. Let us know what CPU you're thinking about, Gary.
In blue or red?
Yes. I've gone Team Blue, but I need Thunderbolt stuff. I think Team Red is really better for content creation, stuff like that.
Basically got what I could get in a pre-built.
Yeah.
That wasn't a ridiculous lead time, you know?
Well, I think it's the only way to get a 3060, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
Gary, question for Drive 61, and probably the worst driver in Gran Turismo Sport. Where should I start my journey to drive?
Just done a
If you-
144.
If you really want to do it properly, Driver 61 do a sim racing academy that I've done, and I'm actually an affiliate for. So a link I think is in the description somewhere if you want to do it that way, and you have a coach. And I actually wasn't able to do all the sessions, but the ones I was able to do were really, really helpful. But that requires you to be on, I think, either iRacing or ACC. Other than that, I don't know. For Gran Turismo Sport,
I would say understand weight transfer was where I found the most time. Like understanding when you like the brake isn't just to slow down; it's to balance the car, manipulate the weight, and you can gain so much time by braking correctly. Obviously, there's racing lines and stuff, but you've got the line on the track for that. I would say you can follow the racing line. Don't be afraid to have assists on, things like that. Like, have traction control on to begin with, just so you're not having to worry about how you get on the throttle. Focus on what you're doing with the brake pedal, then work to the throttle, and then work to the lines. I think that's the best way to do it.
Yeah, that's a really good point about traction control, because obviously in GT Sport it's fast. Ultimately, you know, if you're top split, it's faster to be without traction control. But if you're learning, yeah, I think driving really starts with the entry to corners, and then the exits become quite simple. So if you're barreling into corners too late, or you're getting really hairy on the exit, and that's messing you up for the entry next corner, just take that out of the equation. Put T2. Like Callum said, start thinking about the weight transfer.
Nice
Thinking
move,
about
Lucas.
wasn't ready. Start thinking about being slow in, fast out, and building that speed. Someone mentioned Tidgeney's track guide. Tidgeney has, I think, by
wasn't being
far the
sarcastic.
best GT Sport resource on YouTube in terms of his driving school. But I think slow in, fast out. I see a lot of people go into a corner and try and brake as late as possible, and then lose a lot of time on the exit. And they think, well, what more can I do? I can't brake any later. And it's almost like you need to completely invert that whole way of looking at it and start smoothly, brake early as possible, nice exit, and then reach that equilibrium. Probably a bad.
You've almost got to the car balance in mid corner and work back from there. Like the turn one here is a really good example. And the chicane there, that you can go in late, but you unsettle the car for the next two corners. But if you can get, I think about getting the car, getting the car into a good flow and getting it balanced and flowing through the corners nicely, and working back from there to a braking point.
Yeah. Ultimately, you need to hit your apex for the corner. So again, if you're barreling too hot, you're going to be missing your apex time after time, and it's a mistake I still make. I can't bring myself to brake earlier and hit that apex. Scott just pops in the chat and said there's a load of free resources on Drive 61. That's completely right. There is a load of stuff on YouTube on Drive 61 about driving lines and stuff like that. So,
and the Drivers University as well. If you go on drive61.com, there's links to loads of, like, in order of what videos to watch, sort of starting from complete beginner, working up. Because sometimes you can try and take on, you know, something that will gain you time, but maybe the foundations
That's
aren't
good
right.
consistency. Keep it up.
yeah, I think prepared to be slower to get faster as well. It's something that I really learnt when I did the Driver 61 Academy stuff, was going back to fundamentals in terms of vision and applying the right brake pressure and things like that, trail braking. You need to accept you're going to be slower, but build that technique, and then that technique will help you get faster in the future. And that can be quite a difficult thing to do. But I think it definitely is worth doing. I'm not a fan of brute force learning, as we've called it, where you just by trial and error.
It'll work for one track, and that's it.
If you have enough time,
in one car.
Yeah, if you have enough time, you can do it. But if you want to improve as a driver that can be adaptable to different cars, different track, different sims, then you absolutely need to build the techniques. And I'm definitely not the best example. I still have a lot of poor technique. But I do try and improve. Yeah, a lot of good stuff in the chat there. SPF saying, absolutely, Callum. Brake bias alone and understanding brake balance makes one of the biggest differences in both speed and racecraft. I think that comes to the balance around the corner and understanding, are you understeering or oversteering? And then when you get to that point, you can tweak the brake balance. So that does come later. If you're just starting out, I don't think it makes too much difference.
It took me a while when I first started working for Scott, I was driving GT Sport. I was like,
it's now 2.9.
your C level, I don't know what you call it, driver rating. And I know about braking points. I could get on the throttle without traction control, that sort of thing, but I wasn't getting any quicker. And a lot of it was, first of all, realizing that the fastest way around a corner is to have very slight slide. A couple of times I did it when I was in the sim with Scott. He's like, right, that feeling there, that is what it is to be fast, and you want to get to that point. You know,
That's-
the very, very slight slip angle.
That's the mythical slip angle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't always do it, and I'm still getting good at doing it repeatedly is hard.
Yeah, so GT Sport is not really that good for that because it's very understeery. But iRacing, absolutely. You know you're driving well when you're having that slight slide around the corner, meeting the apex, and getting on the power really early because the car's already pointing in the right direction. It's actually probably one of the most satisfying things in racing for me when you get that right.
Mm.
Yeah, I see my biggest problem is when to back into the gas so I do not have lift off the wall. That's kind of angles. That is a bit difficult to explain in terms of what the right driving line is. Don't be afraid to use the on-screen driving line in all the sims, by the way. It's very helpful.
I lost loads of time in that last bit there.
Well, I want to update you, Callum, because you are now only 10 seconds off P17. And also,
Oh, nice.
the guy in P18, Primislav Dubovsky, he's
17th
won a
place.
race with him
Come on,
before.
man, this is disappointing. There's decent
Oh, he's
pace
gone
in
off.
this
He's
car.
gone off. Primislav's
There's an
gone off.
incident in Tamburello. Yellow flag. Keep your wits
Watch
about
out.
you, mate.
Stay. Okay, you can see him, can't you?
Hmm?
You okay, you just gone through? Yep, nice.
You behind?
No, no.
Okay.
No, you just went past someone there. You just in the zone. But that guy you just went past, I'm pretty sure he won the race we did at Twin Ring Motegi when we came second. I think Primislav won it.
Phil's buggered off again. He'll be back soon.
It's
I
Phil.
imagine.
Oh, Phil's behind. Yeah, he'll come back. He's just chilling. Yeah, you are now up to, I believe that's going to be P20, Callum. What's happening is maybe other drivers have gone in the cars and they're coming back to us. I don't know, because the gap to Chris, Zacharopoulos, has pretty much stayed the same. So maybe it's other drivers.
Thank you.
Start adjusting my braking points now.
Yeah. How are you feeling about tyres? Because you're pretty close now. You're 3 laps to
I'll
go.
look at it when we're in the box. I'll turn them on or off.
Okay, understood.
Staying in, yeah?
Yeah, stay in, I think. You're in the zone. If you really don't want to, I can go in, but I'm happy to.
I'm happy. Well, I'm
Good
happy
stuff.
either way.
Good stuff. Matt Joy, Lesmo 2 at Monza is good for that slide into corner. Yes.
16th place.
Brilliant.
You've just done a 144.65.
Parabolica as well. It's also a good one at Monza.
The guy in front is Bird.
Yeah, lap car ahead.
Fuck what Daydream.
Got a massively bent wank. Gary says, should I be using TCS 0, use TCS 1? I'll be honest, if you're not A+, this might be a controversial opinion, if you're not A+ in GT Sport, I don't think it makes too much difference whether you use TCS 0 or TCS 1. If you're in something like a Group 2 car, it's probably going to be quicker using TCS 1. Let me know, chat, if you disagree with that. Just because the top 10 don't use it doesn't mean it's not the right thing for you. There's nothing about Gran Turismo Sport. If you look at the top 10 leaderboards and you see the top 10 is one car, that still might not be the quickest car for you. You might be able to qualify quicker with another car that just suits you better. These are kind of things that we don't speak about a lot in Gran Turismo Sport, but we assume they're true.
I always used to really like the Porsche GT, well, the Group 3.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it's like
Copy that.
it's the most stable for me, and I knew it inside out, so I was quicker in it than other
Yeah,
things.
100%. It's almost like the Ferrari in iRacing here. It's a really nice car to use.
Yeah.
The gap to Hudson behind is increasing. It's now 3.7
Being
seconds.
inside, but
15th place.
Car left.
Ooh, okay. Nice, nice,
Clear
nice.
left.
Yeah, he won't. He's got a massive damaged car. Yeah, P20. What 20, mate?
In there?
And that was a really good lap time, 43.7. Very good. Yeah, you've done a load more lap times than the 43s than I did. SPF says, I'm A+ and I use it at 1 in the races most times. I use 0 to qualify. Interesting.
You should just shut your mouth.
Kicking off in the voice chat. Yeah, it's a good point, Martin King. The Group 3 R rate, especially on hard tyres, is just a death wish. So it might top the leaderboards, but you know, as Callum said, the 911 is probably going to be you may be quicker in it.
It's the same with that little Beetle as well.
Yeah.
It was fun, but it was so hard to drive.
That Beetle's actually one of my go-to cars if I'm stuck for a car. I just like, well, go in the Beetle. Yeah, because I find it handles very nicely for me. Easier for me to hit apexes.
I used it for different tracks because the gearing is quite different to other cars. Like you're almost a gear lower, half a gear lower. It meant that some that were in between gears for other cars you weren't, so you could gain some time.
It's really bad on fuel as well, surprisingly. It's really, really bad on fuel. So if you're in a race where fuel is not an issue, it can be helpful actually to get a lighter car.
This lap then?
Your last lap time was 43.9. Cyrus, also plenty of times in GT Sport where the best quality car isn't the best car for the race. Yeah, I think we saw that yesterday for us with the Lexus, where the Lexus was really good for us in the race. Thanks, Sean. Thanks for joining. Have a very good weekend out in the sun. Hope you enjoy it.
Enjoy.
Good to have you on board. As there's been an overtake ahead, Stephen Bird has dropped back. Oh, no, Andrew Bear has dropped back, my bad. Eight man, good quality car isn't always a good race car when it comes to time and fuel. Exactly. Oh, good control there.
Showboating.
Yeah, lip angle and all that.
Yeah, can I have the tyres on, please?
Yeah, I was gonna say. And I think you were boxing lap, mate. By the way, you're in this lap. So that's a very, very bad call by me.
Crew chief told me.
Okay.
We're all good.
Yep, so your tyres are fully ticked, and you're boxing, and it's 37 mph.
Look out for the pit speed limit. Activate limiter.
Nicely done. And right, obviously, Callum, we are 2.5 minutes short of the hour. What you could do is you could take
the fuel a bit.
Well, you could take optionals. You could take. Do you want to do it?
A minute of optional.
I think we're going to be short anyway.
Okay, let's not take
The
them.
white flag, yeah.
That's fine.
Which is, I don't know. You'd have to fuel save. If you want to do a master stroke, you can take the optionals now and fuel save. Actually, no, Callum, I think that'll just be slower than us doing a splash and dash. I think. Or will it? It saves us coming into.
Let's brim it, and I'll do a bit of fuel saving without losing too much time. We'll see.
Do you want to take optionals
get
now?
Like a set.
Or not?
Down. I don't feel like losing a minute is going to gain us a minute.
No, it'd have to be multiple seconds a lap. No, it's not worth it.
I'm not going to take.
No, it's not worth it.
Oh, ticking down.
It would have to be about 2 seconds a lap.
There's not 2 seconds in this.
Yeah, thanks everyone in chat for talking sense. Will your crew chief fuel automatically, Callum, or do you want me to keep an eye on it?
Bit of traffic approaching.
Okay.
Watch your mirrors.
I'll untick your tyres then.
Blue flag.
Thank you.
Cars pitting.
Yeah, your tyres were same as last time, but it's only going to get worse.
The leader's pitting now.
Blue flag.
Hey Hugh, hope you're well. All the best for the race. Thanks, Hugh. Let us know who you're interviewing next. Are you going to interview Callum?
The leader's pitting now. The leader's
When are you going to interview Callum? When are you going to roast Callum? Brilliant.
Does Phil do? Sorry, I actually don't know.
Hugh Hattrick interviews
Shoot, sorry.
sim racers. He's interviewed David Perel, Super GT.
Nice.
He's interviewed me a couple of times. He interviews all of the big dogs.
The leader's pitting now.
Let us know who's next, Hugh, Goldberg style, and yeah, definitely hit up Callum if you want to have a very interesting interview. Cyrus says do 3 laps and then pit back in for a top up.
No. Just on heavy fuel for longer then.
So yeah, I mean that's pretty marginal. The thing for me is that if we do get damage, we'd feel pretty stupid. So I can appreciate the certainty of like that's it, we go to the end now, and actually for me that is quite attractive. But I think we just got to go as long as possible and then see where the cards are at the end.
There's a car leaving the pit lane.
Try and keep an eye on the exit for you.
Got a slow car on the right.
Thank you.
P21.
You probably can have this guy, to be honest. Yeah, nicely done.
Blue flag.
Really nice move there. He is going to come back at us though because he's lap ahead of us. Hugh says he'd be happy to interview Callum. Well, Hugh's people will speak to Callum's people, and I'm sure we can look
I'll
forward
get
to
my
this.
lawyers.
Yeah,
A great contract.
I'm sure we can look forward to this on the channel. Very, very cool. Right, let's now gain out. And we'll see where we end up. That was basically as quick a pit stop as we could do, right? I know we could have not changed tyres, but
Incident in Acqua Minerale. It looks like
The leader's
off.
pitting now.
Crash ahead.
yeah, it's okay. It's all okay. Obviously, a lot of people are spinning there. Temperature in Fahrenheit is 86 degrees. Hugh says I've sprained my ankles. Have to focus on interviews. Oh, that's unfortunate, Hugh. Let us know how you sprained it. At 5-a-side football or something. That is unfortunate, actually. That is probably one of the worst injuries you can do as a sim
yeah.
racer. Definitely don't try and rush back from that either.
You've done it. You're like, oh damn! I know I'm
Yeah.
out for how many weeks now?
Yeah, Conor McGregor won't be on the sim rig anytime soon. Okay, more people in the pits.
Car
Wan Li
rejoining in
Q.
front. The car behind's pitting. B18.
Yeah, have both of them.
144.
Have both of these.
69.
Yeah, got it. And the
Blue flag.
Callum, the gap to Chris Zakopoulos is basically the same, 8 seconds. So yeah, we're on par at the moment. We're gonna ride on board with the cars behind you. Gary says untick the tear off. Unless you're driving. No, I don't think the tear off takes any more time.
Hey, Yuji, I'll get my Japanese friend to cut you up.
Sorry about that language, everyone, on the stream. Apologies about that. Just it kicked off in the voice chat there, Callum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
It's alright. You got to slow down there.
Slow down. You got a penalty for cutting the course.
Maybe do it after
I
chicane.
need to slow down to give back the time gained.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought they were going to go past, but they're really slow.
No, they're quite. If you want to do it,
It's gone now.
okay, fine.
The leader's pitting now.
Sorry, John. He's the leader, but
Left side. Hold your line.
mate.
Clear left.
If one deal, I guess. One more coming. Ooh, okay, right. He's going to come into turn 1. Then you're okay.
The lead is pitting now.
Blue flag. P19.
Yeah, so I would let the Lambo through.
Left side.
Yes.
Clear left.
And let them all scrap. Yeah, still 8 seconds to Chris, so looking good. And
The track temperature is increasing. It's now 31 Celsius.
yeah, 31 degrees comes, so it could be a masterstroke there with the tyres, because if it goes up to like 33, 34, they do start to fall off. FP2 is on, let us know. Oh, F1 practice 2, let us know who's looking good, if there's any drama. Let us know if you're going to be watching the F1 today. If you're in the UK, it is free to watch today.
Is it?
Yeah, it's on, well, I think so. Just Channel 4 the whole weekend, you see, British GP. I'd be amazed if it isn't. Let me know if it isn't. Because if Channel 4 only have the race on Sunday, that's a bit... Not sure about that. Hugh, do you think iRacing is better than ACC? Personally, for me, yes. There's just more variety, but I don't... I know there's a lot of people who really don't like ACC. I don't have a massive dislike for ACC. I think it's a great game. I just think iRacing is a bit better. So when it comes to my time, it's actually relatively close, but I prefer ACC. I prefer the force feedback in iRacing. In all of that mess,
I like ACC. The graphics are better, but
yeah,
I entirely go off what Scott says, and Scott's like, to me, iRacing feels pretty bob on most of the
Sector
time.
1 is 1.6
So-
off the pace.
I've run with that. You know, you pay so much money for it.
yeah.
that,
But I mean, that's the value also as well, Callum. ACC is much better value than iRacing when you think about
that
it.
is very true.
It sounds better. Don't if you see ACC on a deal, and sometimes you can get it really cheap on console and PC. If you know, don't write it off just because a lot of people don't like it. It's a good game. Brendan Carr, rarest tortoise. I'll watch. Want to see what sprint race is like. Very nice. Barry confirming it's all live on
Made
Channel
you the
4.
policeman, Kevin.
All live on Channel 4 this weekend.
Saving loads of fuel, by the way.
You're saving loads of fuel. Oh, nice. Right, fuel chat. This is where we need the team back in Brackley. 29.9 laps of fuel remaining. 53 minutes. Is that good enough? Oh, we got sent a message by Jose Gimenez saying, please pass. Don't know when that was. Long time ago.
We did.
Hugh says, if
I'm
Callum...
saving so much.
This is great. Callum, these guys ahead of P10, P11, like, huge. You're going to have P2 and P3 coming through the fields. Just bear that in mind. Hugh says, if Callum is available this Thursday, I can interview him. He's got a slot on Thursday.
If I'm in Kireth's Discord, so
Yeah.
and me. Yeah, definitely.
In
If the
Ca-
timings work out, I'd love to.
In Callum Messi, we can definitely get that sorted out. Right, they're going side by side ahead here. We're going to ride on boards.
She's giving me a pep talk. This really isn't good enough. Let's get your head down.
Classic
Right,
crew
mate.
chief. No joke. If you can save fuel here,
Putting off now.
Callum, you're looking really... The amount of fuel you're saving, your estimated lapses aren't going down. We're 29.5 now. Can anyone in chat do the maths? 29.7 laps remaining,
Blue flag.
51.5 minutes to go. Callum, this could be our ticket. AMG may have a slowdown, I don't know. Oh, that was smooth through there. It's nice.
Off the throttle the whole way.
No, but it's nice when you get really close to that curb on the right side without bouncing the car. Fuel check. 20. Callum, your fuel's going up. I don't know what you're doing, but your fuel's just going up.
I'm making fuel, mate.
You solved it. You
Can't solve climate change with this one simple trick.
There we go. Is anyone else seeing this in chat? Look, I mean, you're 29.8 flag. Well, watch out for the guy behind.
Car left.
Give me some room. I
Still
want the
there.
slip, mate.
Clear left.
P19. Blue flag.
You're going to have one more P3 coming through. But then you got loads of clear air, Callum. After this guy behind, you all good. You all good? Oh, it's tight ahead.
On your left.
He's gone for it. You got it. Go into space. Nice, nice, nice.
Still
Very
there.
good.
Hold your line.
If he wants it, you can have it. But
I would let him
Hold your
have it.
line.
You got 13
Yeah,
seconds
I will.
behind.
I'll lift off at the end of the
Hold your
straight.
line.
Yeah.
Still there.
Yeah, nicely
Clear
done,
left.
mate. Very nicely done. Very nicely done. Yeah, it's 24 seconds, Callum, to P26 behind. So you got loads of space. Loads of space. And your fuel is still 29.1. I'm going to do some maths. Cyrus says, if you're making fuel, it means you've successfully channeled your inner Scott Dixon. Because he's
Yeah.
amazing at serving fuel in IndyCar.
That was always the joke, wasn't it, in IndyCar? It's like, he makes fuel.
Right, I need to do some quick maths.
Trigonometry. Everything that ends with tree.
So your average lap time is, let's say, 104 seconds.
Slip.
P22.
Alan, mate,
Lifting.
at this rate, you're going to do it. At this rate, you will do it. At this rate, I think you've got 50 minutes. And that will just see us to white flag.
Okay.
Watch out ahead. There's going to be carnage. The boys are having fun. Yeah, like I said, nothing to worry about behind.
Car right. Hold your line.
Blue flag.
Still there.
Right, so the
Still
car behind you is ahead of us. The car
Still
ahead of
there.
us is. I'm just going to
Cow.
shout.
Clear right.
Mate, I spent some fuel there, but I had to.
Yeah, yeah. Just to confirm, the car ahead, the Porsche, that is for position. The car behind is a lap ahead of us. Oh my word. Don't worry about it.
He got close, didn't he?
Yeah, they've messaged us saying we're racing for P10. I don't want to do a Saki response back.
I'll let him go into turn one.
You sure? I can let him know. I can say we have more pace. Let me look at his times.
Oh,
So
he's
he-
miles away.
He has never done a
Just gonna
43.
half throttle this. I'm like third throttle.
P19.
Nice
On your
save.
left. Clear left.
Okay, you're cool, Callum. I'm not going to...
Car left. Clear left.
The problem is you are faster than him. You're faster than him.
On your left. Hold your line. Clear left.
Okay, I just wrote to them, go faster, please.
So
Okay.
yeah, go faster.
Yeah. Yeah, so Callum, what's happened is their teammate did 42s every lap. Every single
incident
lap
in
was a
Aqua
42.
Minerale.
Bear with me, bear with me. It's okay, nothing to worry about. Every single lap they did was 42s. But their teammates come in, this Riley bloke, he's doing 45s. So you are faster than them. Forget their position. And old Douglas, you're way faster than Douglas. He's doing 45s, 48s, 46s, 47s. So, you know, absolutely go for it if you want to.
And do it while saving fuel.
Yeah.
Because he can hang on to Douglas, I'm happy. Track really just, I have to have the toe, otherwise it won't work.
Big pun, Callum, so you cut that a little bit there.
I said, strat just really depends on having the toe. So actually,
Yeah.
right now, it's
Okay.
not the end of the world.
Understood. And now you are in that clear air, 11 seconds behind to cars you've already lapped.
P20.
The master stroke here will be if we can, you know, not have to pit again.
Yeah.
But likely possibilities that other cars ahead also feel so. You know what the great thing about this race is, Callum? We finish this race and we can have lunch. So good.
It's at some silly time where it's like you finish at 11 p.m. or
Yeah. And you've had to miss dinner.
something.
Okay, I'm going to try and do another calculation on fuel. Yeah, I think we're still bang on, so we still just have that white flag margin. Yeah, so so if you're just joining us, chat, the situation now is Callum is faster than the two cars ahead, but our whole strategy depends on us being in the slipstream to be able to save fuel. So he might have outbraked himself there. I'm going to look up the rotary, Callum, just see if you can bridge a gap. Yeah, it's a shame. The Lambo ahead would be perfect. He's mid 44s. That would be perfect pace for us, but he's
On your right. Hold your line. Clear right.
nice done. Nice done. Nice done. Nice done.
Just wanted to do it while we still had the Merc.
Yeah, if we can bridge, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that was great. Yeah, Zen was in earlier. I think he went off to buy some Belgian beer or something. Oh, nice bit of slip angle there. Within,
I know that was bad.
within toe now. That's right. Remember, you got fresh tyres than other drivers who have gambled, so it's good. You can see how much you're just eating into him. So the car ahead, Callum, ahead of this guy, is in P9 and is 5 seconds up the road. So P9 and P10 are the next cars. They will be fighting for position. P10 will really want to get him. Yes, hope you enjoyed the race, everyone. Do feel free to drop a like if you have a like to give. It's always very much appreciated. Really helps the stream.
Welcome
Like equals 1 litre of fuel.
to the Kireth
Absolutely.
Car channel.
Absolutely. OP strat.
P18.
Yeah, we're P24 now, but we could be good on strat. We will see. Get some things up on here.
Incident in Aqua Minerale. It looks
check-
like Klein.
I'm checking it. Yeah, there was a big incident with P22. So P22 is, I think, Mason contact is late. Ah, it's getting hot where Brendan is. Yeah, it's going to be hot today and hot tomorrow.
Excited?
Yes. It would have been a great day to go to Silverstone. The funny thing is, Callum, I was getting loads of adverts last year about Silverstone tickets, and this is all through COVID when everything was really bad. And I remember thinking, oh, I'm not sure if it's going to work. And they just kept sending me adverts like, get your tickets. It's going to go ahead. We've got full cancellation. I never bought a ticket, and now I obviously massively regret not getting a ticket. It's the way it goes, isn't it?
I'm going down to Cardiff tomorrow, and we're going on one of those like big water parks, you know, the big like inflatable things that they just
nice.
swing on a lake.
That lap
Perfect
was
day.
Time for that.
144.16.
I need to try and time it so that
Yeah, I was thinking of driving down to the beach actually later today, but it would just be so busy. It would be. That's part of going to the beach in the UK is it's just rammed, but I think with all the COVID stuff and also parking would be a nightmare. You were very close to the grass there, by the way, just letting you know, like really
Right,
close.
okay, thank you.
Yeah.
good to know.
Issa, I slot the car in neatly into P43, I think, in quali. It was a tough job, but
Very
someone's got to do it. Yeah. So we're moving on up. So yeah, you're slowly catching P9 ahead of you. I think what this shows, Callum, is that you definitely have top 10 pace in this split, which is pretty incredible. With a damaged car as well. You say Latifi's in the top 5, Gary? Must be
Can you
practice.
tell these guys in front that we're fuel saving? I'm not going to send it.
Are you
He's
sure?
defending, and I don't really want him to defend.
Are you sure we want to? I'm happy to say that if you're, because obviously if we do send. Okay, I'm going to say it.
Okay. Why are you?
I know. I'll just say we are fuel saving.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, done.
Because like here on 3/4 throttle.
The gap behind is
Holding with
now
him.
2.4.
Oh, on the straight now. Oh, mate, you're going to be saving
The
so
lap
much
time
fuel.
was 145.00. Sector 1 is 1.2 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.8
I will
off
keep
the pace.
if other
Sector
people
3
come.
is 0.29 off the pace.
Sorry, Cruise, you come in there. If I see drivers come in, I will let you know every time. That'd be sweet. Very nice mosquito bite. Getting 13 kdr to A now. You can see the P9 car ahead. Yeah, we've got into a really nice position here. Like, no pressure from behind. Fuel saving. I think a good decision to not take the optionals.
Agreed.
So he's struggling big time through there. If you can pull this off, Callum, I think it will be the only time we've ever pulled off a successful fuel strategy.
Well done, Chris.
On your right. Still there.
Go in now.
Yeah, it's your call because he can
Hold your
come
line.
back at us and we'll just stop and slip again.
Clear right.
Yeah, he's backed out. Don't worry about it too much. I think he'll get as easy into turn 1. I'll keep an eye on the chat as well. Thanks to you. Have a great lunch. Sorry to hear about your ankle.
The car ahead is Schmidt.
But we're riding on board with him, so we'll see what he's shaping up to do.
Sector 1 is 1.5 seconds off the pace.
He's going
Clear
for it, he's
left,
going for
clear
it, he's going
left.
for it. No, he's backed out. Oh my word, he was so
Left side.
close.
Clear left.
Honestly, I think
Half moves again.
yeah, I think we need to make a decision for him and just let him through gracefully somewhere. And use a slip. If they get on the messaging, I'll let them know. They may be watching the stream either. See? Thanks, Mosquito.
Defend. to stop defending and stop making mistakes. That would solve it for him.
Honestly, Callum, he's just not as good as his teammate. So he's.
Problem is, as soon as we go in front, he'll get me down the straight because his car's faster.
Well, he's gone. Go up the inside of him. He'll have a big old slowdown. I think now, mate, we may just drop him. And I think with your pace, you will catch the guy ahead. But now I'm worried about fuel, obviously. But
I'll save not as much, but
yeah.
Son.
So Callum, the guy ahead, Rodrigo, he is high 44s. He's their they've done 3 drivers. He's the last one, and he's high 44s.
Aim for that time.
And 2 laps to go, Callum. You did a 44.1.
There's a car leaving the pits.
Right, chat. We really need your help now. We've got 21.4 laps remaining. We'll have this guy easy. I don't know why he's so slow. And the other good news, Callum, is you now have the car in between you and the mad AMG.
That's right, yeah.
Well, I think go for it. I'm going to try and do some calculations.
The track temperature's rising. It's now 33 Celsius.
33 degrees. 21 laps to go. Divided by 60. Yeah, I think we have a 2-minute buffer for this white flag. Thanks, go for the update. It's very cool, by the way, to see so many members in the chat. I've never, I think, seen a chat with so many members. It's crazy as a very small channel. I'm very grateful for your support. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Right.
You give me.
You okay?
I should talk going into the chicane, yeah. You give me lap time updates every lap.
For you or for other people?
For me.
Yeah, so last one was obviously 46.7, so we lost 2 or 3 seconds. We do have a lapped car ahead that we may be able to use as a bridge. He's in the 46, is 45, so we'll be able to bridge to him fairly quickly. He's 6 seconds up the road, he's filtering back.
The car ahead is Schmidt.
That was a 44.6. Was
P19. That
just so
lap
we.
time was 144.66.
I'll let you go on the straight here. That's Mosquito, right? It's because you rock. Well, we're hoping at the moment to rock for you. Was there any fuel saving on that lap, Callum? Just so we know.
Loads.
Loads.
A decent amount, yeah.
Okay, good.
So all of the big braking zones, anyway.
Yeah, that lap time is absolutely superb then.
As Aqua Minerale, if you get the lift off right, you don't need to brake. On, you know, the first bit?
Okay, yeah. Right, the car behind, Kobe Williams, is a new car. And he is rapid. He did a 42 last lap. So the car
I
behind
won't hold him up.
Yeah, good. Great news for us. And he's a lap behind. Super. Best news we could have got.
Temp is really affecting things now.
Well, good news, because I think Premislav ahead, we know he binned it, so he may not have changed tyres. Right, no pressure now, Callum. This is the exciting part of the race. We can enjoy it. Whatever happens, happens. I think the car behind will probably get us into turn 1. In fact, if you're happy, I'll let him know. We'll let him go in T1.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let him know. We won't regret it because
P20. That was 144.95. Sector 3 is 0.9.
yeah, he just did a 43 dead. So
Still there. Clear left.
yeah, great stuff, Callum. It's not easy to kind of let people pass without losing time.
Did a big lift as well.
Yeah, and honestly, don't worry if we can't keep with this guy either, because I think he's one of the fastest on track right now. Verstappen's still leading things. That is very nice. Gary, thanks for the updates. Very helpful for us as we can't see it right now. Yeah, Callum, if anyone decides to hold up this guy, it's not going to end well because he's got so much pace.
Yeah. I got slowed down.
Don't worry, because you've been burning it easy, so...
You need to slow down, give back some time.
No problem at all. We've got off tracks to play with as well. I think he's going to catch the other lapped car this lap.
Yeah.
What do we
outside
think?
the toe, which is a shame.
Yeah, but
17.8 at the line, laps.
okay. And that was really consistent. Your lap time was
That
exactly
was,
the same as last lap.
45.00. Sector 1
Perfect.
is 1.4 seconds off the pace.
Remember, other cars, I think, may just be going hell for leather and going to take the splash and dash. Yeah, let us know, chat. Do you think we're going to be able to pull this off? Are we going to need to pit again?
Bold, isn't it?
Yeah, and the other thing is the track is getting really hot. It's a difficult track anyway. I can see the car sliding
There's an
around a bit
incident
more.
in Kuratella. It looks like it's fine.
Okay, it's all clear ahead.
Top of the hill.
Yeah, it's all clear ahead. There's just a load of cars fighting. P20's involved in it. Yeah, Kobe last lap, the guy ahead, he did a 42.9. Hey,
Ow.
obscene. And he is going to
We're in
catch the other guy.
The gap's now 13 seconds.
Just update, you have
Slow
P3
into Ravazza 1.
behind you now, 2.5 seconds behind you. So that's interesting, Callum. They did a splash and dash, didn't they then? P3? I suspect.
If they're now behind us, that would
Yeah, I
mean
suspect.
pitted on lap 77. So they made it 10 laps further than us, so they must have done.
Yeah. Right, this is really, really interesting. Right, the guy ahead's got 3.
Held up that blue car, so
Yeah, I think don't hang around behind the blue car. I'll message him and say we're coming through as well.
okay.
It's been a really fun race, like load of GT3 car. I know it's not multi-class, but
Blue flag.
Yeah. Well,
There's
Imola's
almost-
not really made for multi-class, is it?
yeah. But it's there's been a lot to do. This is what do I think of the car of 2022? It's interesting they're putting so much press behind it because we've known about the car for ages. We've all seen the models. But the fact they did a glossy
Livery's
pressing.
horrible.
Yeah. It's just I think it's a good thing that F1 is pushing something. It means they're investing in it and I think it's going to be big and that's exciting. I don't think it doesn't really tell us anything we didn't already know if you follow F1.
Yes.
So I don't know if I explained myself, but that's how I feel about it. Gary, I wonder if Ollie will get recognised today by fan. I don't know, maybe. I know Ollie's got Fanatec VIP tickets, which is very, very cool. And that's very sweet for Ollie because he's worked so hard. And that is an amazing recognition, so I'm really happy for Ollie. I hope he gets recognised. I think it's a good Venn diagram. So if you're just joining us, chat, very tense moment in the race. Right. Car behind you is P3 to confirm.
Left side.
He just did a
Hold your
42.7.
line. Clear left.
Very nice.
21st.
Possibility we can follow him
Lap
through.
times are pretty consistent.
Good idea.
He's seen the YouTube video dragged on for so long. Yeah, I didn't watch all the YouTube video. Let's see if he goes up the inside here. That blue car's not making it easy. Right, we'll have to wait. I'm going to mess him as I say we are coming through, please.
On your
Oh,
left.
nice. I'll just say thanks.
Clear left.
Oh, mate. P20 is only 15 seconds up the road. There's 3 seconds between 5 cars. P20 down to P... Sorry, P19 to P23 is 3 seconds. So, yeah, a lot could happen. We're in a really good place right now. Fuel, as we go over the line, is 15.4. I'll try and do another calculation.
15.0.
15.0, understood. I think that gives us 26 minutes, which is, again, that covers us a white flag. Absolutely perfect. Hopefully, as the car gets lighter,
We're good on fuel.
we are good on fuel, confirmed. We are good on fuel. I believe we are good on fuel.
It's a mistake. Cool.
Yes, all good. The guy behind, I think, has dropped back quite significantly, so we can go for him. And as far as I'm aware, there's absolutely nothing to worry about behind. Melty sprint qualifying predictions. I've got to go Hamilton. I've got to go Hamilton at his home GP. It would be, if Hamilton can have a big result here, it's huge for the championship. This guy's right at the back of the race, by the way.
Left side.
It's all right. I think he's
On the
just
left.
struggling a little bit. It's fine.
Showed him I wanted the inside. And
Yeah,
he
it's
didn't
fine.
give it to me.
I just let him know thanks. I think he's dropping right. 22's in the pits. 22's in a smash and dash. This is it, Callum. This is when it starts to
Okay.
come our way.
14 point.
The gap behind is now
I'm
5.8.
going over the line. It just ticked over to 0.
Yeah.
20th place.
Thing is, I don't even think we need that whole lap because of white flag. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see. What's your predictions, Melty, for sprint qualifying? Let us know.
Oh,
Yep. So we are P23 and P18 is 17 seconds up the road.
great for a top 20.
Yeah, this would be huge. And they are
Love
properly nose to tail, so we'll see what happens. And the pace of that pack, Callum, is
that.
40.
Oh, slow down.
Don't worry, it's 44s, 45s. So we're matching them
You need to
pace-wise.
give back the time gained.
It just depends on strat now. But your pace makes a strat possible.
Literally goes down on its own now, which is great. I think it's because of the damage.
Tactical damage.
Points. Currently.
Okay.
Over the line is 0. Yeah, I need to keep this level of saving
Yeah.
to make it.
But even if we drop to
21.
like 0.1, 0.2 below that, we can get that back on the last lap because at the moment, there's nothing to worry about behind. Let's see. P22, Callum. P22. So I think P17 pitted. The group ahead, they are starting to jump into the pits. A couple of esports teams ahead of us.
Stay focused. We're still in this. 20 minutes remaining. You've got 20 minutes left.
It's such a good race. It's got everything, strategy and...
Yeah, I don't want to speak too soon, but this would be just one of the greatest kind of low-key performances, I think, with no expectations.
and no practice.
Yeah, and no practice. I think it's more often right. We're just flicking sometimes ahead, see the cars ahead, see if they're going to jump in the pits. I tell you what, mate. You know Kobe Williams, that absolutely rapid guy. He's about to smash into that pack of P18. Right, none of them have pitted this lap. Hope everyone is enjoying the stream. Welcome along if you're new. If it's your first iRacing stream, let us know in the chat and we can talk iRacing.
I ticked over to 0 on the line.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm not worried about that.
Welcome
Oh, that's a very, very nice lifting
to
coast
the
there.
Kireth car channel.
The driver in
Don't
front
lose
of
mad
us is
time.
Schmidt.
So I'm only 2/10 down on my best there after that lift.
Yeah, I know it's a cliche, but lifting and coasting is like you can gain so much fuel for not a lot of time lost.
Yeah. Especially as short shifting doesn't work in this game.
Yep. Yep, absolutely nothing to worry about behind at all. How do we rate Callum's stint so far, chat, out of 10? It's got to be a 9 for me. Whatever happened, like I don't feel like I'd give a 10, and I feel like an 8 would be.
We don't know if we're going to make it yet, you know?
Yeah, that's true. But so far, I feel like it could get proper tasty last few laps, and whatever happens, happens. If we bin it as well, but I think we've done really well to put ourselves in contention. That's just my outlook. That's why I didn't feel that bad about England losing on penalties. I felt like to get to the final and get to penalties, yeah, it's just like, great. I didn't really understand all of the furore about
Good
it.
consistency.
Like, if my favourite driver in F1 finished... Like, if George Russell finished P2, which I know you've got the car and all that stuff,
Yeah.
I'd still be well happy with it.
Yeah.
Even if he lost, like, a last lap battle for the lead, you know?
Yeah.
I'd still be happy with that. So that's how I take it.
I think we just, as a country, we just forgot to be happy about it, essentially. There's also a lot of other stuff going on, which...
In the history, you know? Of, like,
Yeah.
we haven't done this in a very long time.
Easter, thoughts on not having COVID precautions? I don't know. When I went to see the European Euro 2021 semi-finals at Wembley,
You went to see it, did you?
I saw the Italy-Spain game.
Oh, nice.
There was basically, if I'm honest, basically zero COVID precautions, which was a little bit uncomfortable. I think they're probably just saying they're doing it at Silverstone, and it sounds like they're probably not then, but I think that's basically, it will be essentially government sanctioned as a test event. I think it will be an open secret that they're not really enforcing it, but I think it doesn't really cost anything to be sensible and precautions on a personal level, but anyway.
Agree.
Martin King not put a foot wrong, so 9. 10 if he doesn't run out of fuel. Very nice.
Okay, I go for the 10.
Oh, mate, I think Phil Hudson has, like, really dropped back. We will see.
10.1 on the line.
Something's happened ahead. Big crash ahead, big crash ahead, big crash,
There's
big
an
crash.
incident in Tamburello. We think it might
Make it
be
easy.
Desato.
That whole group has combusted. There you go. There was a huge crash, mate. Are you okay? Because we're going to have a look at it.
Yeah, I'm good.
Bear with me, chat. We need to... It was P20 and I guess P... Oh, mate. Going into P1, they just stupidly made contact. That is...
Who were they? Were they for position?
Yeah. I think that was P19 and P20. Huge damage for them. They
I
were
only
trying...
saw one car when I went.
There was another one like flying off the road, I think, as well. One of them's actually towed.
Probably why I wasn't there. I didn't see him anyway.
That was absolutely huge in the context of the race.
8 seconds to Rene as well in front.
Yeah, Rene's been dropping back. I wonder if he's got a massively bent wang. No, that's not Rene. I wonder if he's having to fuel save. Oh, yeah.
Fuel saving more
No,
than
no.
me.
Don't worry about Rene. He did one lap for 2:27, another lap for 2 minutes, and you'll catch Rene. That's cool. P9 is in the pits. P9 is in the pits. Yeah, who was at fault there, by the way, into turn 1? Because
9.1 over the line. Good.
perfect,
I think
perfect.
now.
P20. Your lap time was 1:44.95.
So I missed some chat up there. Bear with me. Ah, Ape Man. Yes, Ape Man. Your wife is Italian, right? How did that match go?
I bet that was tense.
Yeah. When Chiellini did his thing.
It's like it was it's definitely yellow, no question.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a red, but it was a very clever Chiellini like cynical foul, wasn't
Yeah. You'd love it if he was on your team. You'd absolutely love it. Anyway, because I'm getting on my preview, I'm getting some stuttering when I change camera. If so, it won't change camera. Let me know if the stream quality is good, because I'm not watching the YouTube stream. Bear with me. Okay, I'll give you a sit rep when we go over the line.
The track temps increase.
P20 in the pits. P20 in the pits.
Love to see it.
Oh, that's the Lambo. That's one of the Lambos that was involved. They're toast.
The gap behind is now 11 seconds.
I think we'll take their position. Yeah, P21 for
Your
us.
last lap time was 1:44.84.
P21 for us, and fuel. You have 8 laps to go. Chat, do we think we're going to make it? 8 laps to go, 11.5 minutes. White flag. It is what it is.
Well, my this lap said we've got 7 laps to go.
Okay.
It says we're on lap 25, and
Yep.
there's going to be 101.6.
Okay.
That means, correct me if I'm wrong,
Yeah.
but that means there'd be white flag after that, I'd imagine.
I think
we're bang on.
I think we are bang on, mate. And also, white flag might be in our favor. I can't work out the white flag right now, so could be a short white flag or a long white flag.
The one's just ahead of us.
In which case, it's going to be the shortest possible white flag, isn't it? Yeah, it is, I think. Thanks, chat. I've just I've quit out of the control room, so we have Callum's webcam on, but I had it on a browser, so we don't need the browser.
The car in front of us is Schmidt.
Hey, Marcus Webb. Hi, all. Keep up the good work, boys. Got to start work soon, but we'll still be watching. Thanks for the support, Marcus. You've only got 10 minutes to go for the conclusion of this race, and it's all chopping and they do a really good job iRacing in this series, to be fair, with the fuel, because it always seems to be a bit on knife edge.
Yeah.
I think we might be P20, mate. P20 confirmed.
P19. That lap was a 144.82. 10 minutes remaining. 10 minutes.
P20 confirmed. 8man says Callum is doing a fantastic job here. Yeah, I think this is one of the best drives we've ever seen on the channel, to be honest. If we can pull this off. It's not easy to fuel save. For me, anyway, it goes counterintuitive to what? It's good driving. And the temperature now is 95 degrees Fahrenheit. It's really rocketed up.
Let's see.
Yeah, so absolute masterstroke changing the tyres there. By Callum.
We changed them at the right time, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. The car ahead of you is this Premislav guy. He was really high up, but he just had a bad race. He is a fast driver, though. Let me just check his lap times. Not today. Not today. 44s, 45s. I did the first hour, Milty. Callum did the second, and then we thought it was better for Callum to do the last, so that's how we're splitting it today.
You'll have to slow down and give up the
Down.
time.
It's actually,
I need to slow down to give back the time.
it's alright,
gained.
it'll go, I think. There's more opportunity to fuel save, really, isn't it?
It's going down without me doing anything, so I'll be out there every lap.
Yeah, take that, slowdowns.
That's gone.
Nice. Yeah, you're reeling Rennie in about a second a lap, I believe. But I still think we could see some last-minute splash and dashes by other teams. We have 6 laps to go. I think we're good. Thanks, Gary, for the update there. Very helpful. Has been not lost.
Driver of the day.
Every week when it goes to open vote. The poll, we got 112 votes on the poll. It's still saying 6 to 14 is the most popular option. That is optimistic. That's going to have to be a lot of people pitting ahead of us.
Stream.
Hmm. So you're catching old Premislav here. He is in the battle with the guy ahead. I have a feeling he won't make it easy for us. He looks like he's got damage there or something. Gary says 21% of the poll is correct. Okay, so 21% people may... Well, it's not over yet. Let's see.
Your lap times are improving.
That was a huge lap there, by the way.
Is it going off? Unlock the brake bias forward.
No pressure. Even if we keep top 20, that is a huge result for us. And I think this is a legit
Yeah, man.
top split top 20. Great. Okay, Lars says the drivers ahead are not battling. There's a lap between them. Thanks, Lars, for that update. Very helpful. Lovely line through the mineral water there.
Sorry, I didn't realise it meant that.
At this rate, we are catching Rene very quickly, so the overtake may not be necessary. More people in the pits. They're behind us, but there are people in the pits.
0.1.
Gap behind is now.
Perfect.
Still need to keep
13
saving
seconds.
heavily.
Yep.
Sector 1 is 0.8 off the pace.
Well, I think
3/10
someone's
off the
just-
pace in Sector 2. Sector 3 is 0.7 off the pace.
I say just
Did you see how early that lift was?
Yeah.
And I still gained on him.
I think at this rate, just keep doing what you're doing, and we're going to make it to the end. If I'd love to be able to give you some more confidence that you can use more fuel, but I feel like A, you're in a rhythm, and B, I just don't know.
And I
So-
want some fuel at the end to spend if I am in a battle.
Okay. We'll know close to the end. 8-Man says that was smooth. Yes.
On your left.
Ah, very nice. I'll say thanks to
Clear
him.
left.
Thank you.
Push. We can get this guy.
Right, Chris ahead, Kenji ahead, Yamamoto. Is got an exceedingly bent wang.
Sorry, yeah. You wouldn't want to eat your dinner off that.
No, you just wouldn't be able
On
to,
the floor,
frankly.
wouldn't it?
Yeah. What you could do though is you could use it as a banister for some stairs.
Yeah, it goes at the right angle, doesn't it?
Whoa. Oh, nice. What do we feel, chat? Chat, let's give some Callum some emojis in chat. What's the most appropriate emojis for Callum?
B17. That lap was at 144.12.
Because I tell you, this could get pretty exciting.
Wide.
Ooh,
There's an incident in
nice.
Tamburello. It looks like Yamamoto.
So let me through, mate.
Stage left, stage left.
Yes.
He's reversing back onto the track now. We'll leave him
Hey,
there.
it's in my sights.
Yep, next stop is Rene. Issa's coming with the Pasta Maldonado emojis. Very nice, very nice. That's fine.
Thank you, mate.
8-Man has done the Spanish, the Italian thing. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, Nathan, the state of that wang. Nathan, you were at the stream at the beginning. Did you think we would possibly be in P20 hunting down P19? Was it always on, or is this I think this is a mega drive so far. Gary says make sure you save enough for donuts. So that is important.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
I don't think we possibility we get. Don't worry about it.
We're cutting the core.
Possibility we get white flag on
Just
this
slow down
lap.
a bit if you don't want a penalty.
If we don't,
flag.
then we're bang on for fuel. If we do, burn as much fuel as you want. Let's see. Yeah, no white flag. You know what, mate? That's good news for us because we have the fuel, don't we? So if anyone else is bad on
Got
white flag,
2.1.
P18, Callum, P18. People have to
Yes.
splash and dash. Evo, I qualified in like P43 or 48 or something. So we're up to P18 now. Afner's loving it, yes. Superb emojis.
People are going slow in front. Look.
Yeah. Because they. Oh, hang on. Yeah, it's going to be white flag next lap. They got to do a lap and a bit to go. Oh, mate.
I'm feeling more and more confident
Yeah.
about this fuel now.
They're all in the high 45s really ahead. I'm just seeing if they're lifting a lot. Hang on.
Don't care.
Yeah. Oh, mate, I think
We
Ben
need to give back the time gained.
Ben Klein in P15 sounds like he's barely on the throttle.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, mate, he's lifting so much. He's in big trouble. P15's in big trouble. Marcus Webb says hammer time. Well, it's kind of fuel-saving hammer time.
I'm going as fast as I can whilst not using
Yeah, exactly. That very tight rope. 8-man says 200 IQ here, boys. White flag. We got 1.2. Well, Callum will have a better 0.1, okay.
18th. One more to go.
The BMW
we only donuts, chat,
144.67.
BMW just did a 46.3. Callum, you're pretty much the fastest car right now on this fuel. This is white flag. This is it.
Get him. I want to get him.
Yeah. Oh, nice. I think just send.
Renee, come in,
I think any opportunity, just send it, mate.
We're tight on fuel. Oh.
Oh, nicely done through there. Nicely done.
Oh. Come on, Ferrari.
Oh, nice line. Oh, he's got a decent exit.
Yeah, slow down. Oh,
Here we go.
Ferrari.
We need to slow down, give back some time.
Pressure on him now. Pressure on him ahead. We've got nothing to lose. Hustling him. Oh, nice bit of curb.
We finished with a black flag. I don't think we can. It's going away.
I think
Yeah,
number 2 has gone off in Tamburello.
Oh, we stuttered. Oh. Oh,
18th.
what a race.
P18, Callum.
Well done, mate. Good finish.
P18.
S-team.
Have you got any space for donuts?
That's it.
Is that all we had?
That's it. That's all fuel. No.
Well, we kept it for the racing, everyone. What a race! Honestly, it's hard to explain. We've tried so many times on this channel to fuel save in iRacing, and it has never worked. It's never worked. That's the only time it's worked. And
Look at those black marks I made. They're like 3 inches long. That's all the fuel, all the donuts we've got fuel for.
Thanks everyone, good racing.
And
Too bad about the crazy start.
I think, Callum, we were very close to the likes of P13, P14. It's crazy.
Really wanted to get the guy ahead. Like, really wanted to get him.
The Callum official finish is P17. P17.
Really?
Yeah. So we started in P43 and went up to P17. That is absolutely ridiculous. And you know the car behind us, Callum? They started P49 and went up to P18.
Yeah, they followed us through.
Yeah. Wow, that is mega. Let's get in the background. Celebrate that. How do you feel? Because that was a mega drive from you. I think we said
mega. That was so much fun.
We said at Watkins Glen you had huge pace when unlucky moment. Gary raised a very good point in the chat. If it wasn't for the spin, we would have been 10 seconds up the road and had no optionals. So it could have been an incredible result. But that, you know, I'll take 10 seconds rather than getting completely destroyed. And a lot of cars got completely destroyed in this race.
Damage would have helped as well. I felt we could have had a little bit more pace. But
Yeah.
You never know. You know, 10 seconds up the road, there could have been a big pile-up that we were involved with. So you never know, do you?
Yeah. Lots of love in the chat. Great way to kick off Saturday. Yes. Your Saturday is now commenced in style, everyone.
Yes.
This is the official warm-up to the F1. Yeah, I think, Callum, Watkins Glen could have been a great race for us, and we unfortunately we spent a lot of time in the pits, didn't we? Actually, like 10 minutes something. And this race, I think we built on that, and we were very, very consistent. I'm sure if we look down the lap times, very, very, very consistent. I think that's the strength of our driving. And you got the fastest lap at 43.7. I could only muster up a 43.8. So I guess even our fastest laps were like relatively close. But I think you were mega on the fuel saving. You were honestly much better than other cars on fuel saving, like by a long way.
I was really happy because I found places where you can lift earlier, but then you can brake much later and sort of gain some of it back.
Yeah,
which is cool. That was loads of fun. Thank you, mate. You had a really solid stint as well. I think you got the fastest lap, didn't you?
No, you got it at 43.7.
By a little bit then.
But I do think we both did well coming in with, because we only decided to do this last night, by the way. And we had to wake. For me, it's early to wake up on a Saturday, so I'm happy. Thanks, Stephen Scott. That's Spence. That's Gary. 8-Man. Ray Morell. Fafnir. Scroll up the chat. It's Alan. Thank you so much. Issa, Baz, Martin King, Lars. Thank you so much for the support, everyone. It means a huge deal. I hope you enjoy the 2-camera setup as well. It's great that we can get that working. Yeah, it is a great way to start off Saturday. It's 1:20 now. If you're in the UK, it's beautiful weather. It's going to be hot. The F1 is on at Silverstone. We're not just qualifying, but a sprint race as well. What's next on the Driver 61 driven side, Callum? Anything people can look forward to?
Another good video. I can't actually tell you, mate. Sorry.
Just one thing. So Loopy wants us to look at lap 35.
Yes, I'd love to see it.
Was that the with the? Let's see.
35 was.
We've got it on stream
first
now.
Lap out.
Was this with your CS? Yeah, this is with Loopy's teammate at the hairpin. So we got it on stream.
Is this when I sent it?
It's not. I don't think it's when you sent it. It's when the blue car. Unfortunately, there was a big crash on the outside. If you're watching on stream, you have a 7-second delay. Oh, there might have been a bit of netcode there, actually. Have a look, chat.
I'm not there yet. I'm sending it down the inside now. It was 3 wide and the guy on the outside didn't realise. I hit him.
No, I think it was a netcode hit, wasn't it? So to be fair, because the angle that... But the thing is, if I'm going to be honest, the shot I've got on screen now, this is never ever going to work. Like, you could do this 99 times out of 100 and it would fail each time. So
I did hit him.
Yeah, I think...
It felt like a tap to me. To be fair to the BMW, actually, he was between a rock and a hard place there because I stuck it down the inside. He was probably annoyed about that, but there is space. It's a fair move.
Yeah, I think... If
Audi wasn't expecting it wide, so he didn't leave room. And
I think if I'm going to be really objective, I think the move is perfectly legit up to a point. But when the Audi starts to turn in at the end, because he doesn't really know there's 2 cars on the inside, the BMW comes into us, and then suddenly the space that we were in no longer exists. So I can pause. Yes. I can pause it at a moment and say, "There's not really a gap for us here at this point." But if it's one of these things where the car on the inside turns in, it starts a chain reaction. So I can see why the blue car is annoyed because it's suddenly in a sandwich, and if we weren't there, it would have more space on the inside.
Yeah, I see your point. I saw the space and went for it. I wasn't expecting it to close up. So
yeah.
But equally, I could just hear what Scott would say at this point. He'd go, "Well, you put yourself in a position where if you do come together,
you're going to win
on the outsides. Yeah, you're going to win. Yeah.
That is. I talk about this quite a lot in streams and videos, and I know some people have a different opinion, but from my real racing background, if I'm karting like I was last weekend at Stadium at Rye House, I 100% want to be in Team Rock car here. I absolutely do not want to be in the Audi. So we kind of... There's all the stuff about what's right, what's wrong, and B-pillar, etc. But when you come into this situation, it's a little bit like Laws of the Jungle. And ultimately, you do want to be in the best position. But if we look at it, you know, I think it's one of these things when it's descending into a 3-wide situation, you know, if we had the time and presence, I suspect we would probably consider backing out. But as it was,
I'm not. I think there's definitely I played a part in that. I wouldn't say it's 100% my fault, but it definitely isn't 0%.
yeah,
I think if this were F1 and we're watching it, there wouldn't be any penalties handed out. I think this is sort of racing.
yeah. But a really good. Thanks for reminding us, Loopy. Let us know how. If the other people were streaming, let us know with a clip what their reaction was. That'll be interesting.
I'm sure they were annoyed, and I think they've got every right to be annoyed.
Yeah. We can have a look at it in their cockpit cam actually quickly.
Yeah. Mate, I've just realised you're 3.99k. If anyone hasn't dropped their sub,
Yes.
now would be a good time.
Yes, if you do have a sub to deploy, if you are watching, then you might be the person that ticks over to 4K, which would be absolutely insane. So thank you very much. Right, we're on board. Let's look at it in real time.
We're on board with the Beamer, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be royally pissed, to be honest. I'd be massively pissed. Let's have a look at the Audi on board with the
fair
Audi.
play. He had no idea I was there.
But the Audi probably doesn't really know too much, does he? Because the Audi's just been overtaken and they think I'm going to dive back in. Yeah, and then you see us swanning off into the distance. So I get it. I don't think we would get a penalty for that, but I think we partly contributed. And
I'll take blame for that.
We were
it's
always
100%.
in that kind of situation. You're only going to get washed off on the outside. You're never going to spin on the inside. So it's kind of whatever. We definitely didn't try and do that deliberately and gain 2 positions. I think everyone would probably see that.
Also,
yep.
If you take a car out of the equation, you pretend it's not there.
Yeah.
I wonder if they were going to come together anyway.
Yeah, possibly. But I think the contact that we made was a bit of a fishtailing one.
Yes.
Oh, Legend of Club 100 were in here. Oh, my teammates from Club 100. Oh, nice.
We beat them.
Yeah, we did. They were part of this big crash. Someone time look at the big. Oh, they were the big crash. Here we go, chat. Here's the big crash at the beginning. So these are guys I raced with in a league. Oh, it actually was them, I think.
Was it their fault?
Oh, mate, this crash at the beginning was just so bad. Oh no, it was them upside down. Let's have a look at this in reverse. What on earth has gone on here?
Oh my god.
Hey Flavio, hope you well.
They just stopped and then iRacing physics took over.
I'll have to rib them a bit in the Discord because they're upside down, and then I don't think they tow, but nothing goes on. Oh, they do tow. Fair play.
They bent their steering at that point.
That's the car
You
upside down.
stop in the middle of the track.
Yeah, but then something else. A lot of other weird stuff happens, doesn't it? Yeah, it was an absolute mess, mate. There's cars the wrong way, there's cars upside down, and we're all the way here. You know, the funny thing is, there's a Porsche on its side, like F, and there's another Porsche backwards just looking at it here. Almost like, what are you doing? Why are you on your side, bro? I want to see how that Porsche got into that position. How did you end up the wrong way around, Liam?
Yeah. There was actually 2 of these big crashes.
Yes.
If you keep going now, you avoided this one. I was like, okay, I think we're good. And then people came together.
Yeah. That's what I want to. That's what I want to see.
Oh my god. F to that Porsche.
Oh, he got fish. Oh, he just got rammed by this other Porsche and got turned upside down. There's like a queue on the inside. Okay, yeah, and then there was another one. What was the other one?
So we made it through that.
Oh, yeah, there's a big one. Oh, wow. What's going on here? Oh, mate, it's Mr. McLaughlin. He's crabbing big time. He had a big spin. Let's follow this car. And how's he go off here? I tell you what, I think this guy, I don't want to...
His rear track rod's gone.
I'm not calling anyone out or anything, but I think this is the cause of everything, this guy here, because I think he's okay up till here. And then he just keeps his foot and he makes contact with Mike Hart, the Club 100 driver, goes onto the grass, gets absolutely smashed, so his suspension will be wrecked, does like a 180 no scope, is then facing the right way, hits the Pennzoil car, I think that is. I've raced that car before, actually. At this point, he's got big suspension damage, so he's crabbing. He should really probably pull over to the left here and tow, although no one really wants to swallow their pride and do that. He has a big fishtail, gets hit from behind, spins, takes someone else out. That causes this Mercedes to spin.
He's crabbing and he's still on the throttle. It's like, mate, it's a...
And it's just like a random BMW. What's this BMW doing? Oh! We got so lucky, Callum. You can see us here. This is us.
Okay, pause it at that point. I'm still way behind.
You can just see like a huge crash come out of nowhere.
Oh, crap, yes. Sorry, I see us now.
That's the car right behind us.
God.
That was absolute death and carnage. And he has no front. Adrian Vlock. So how does Furby have no front? Yeah, this is the guy that we had the crash with. Ah. Oh, what's going on here? There's just so much to deal with. Oh, he brakes. Okay. Right, well, that was a lot of drama. Callum, did we promise drama?
Did.
I think we have delivered on the drama front. And also on the race result front. So, the poll with 123 votes had 6-14. And you know what? We actually got pretty close. We finished in the end in, I believe, P17. I'm having to scroll up all this way. It's pretty crazy when you look at it. But thank you so much, everyone. Callum, that's a hell of a drive. I think that is a 10 out of 10 drive from me. You can't do anything more than what you just did there.
Too. That was a great, team result.
Yeah, good teamwork. And I think it was a fun slot to do, actually, the Saturday morning. I've never done one this early, but it's a fun one.
It's good because you've still got a day, haven't you?
Yeah.
I doubt there's anyone else streaming.
Yeah, and we got the whole... Yeah, I think we actually dominated the 10 a.m. iRacing streaming slot on YouTube. But thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Do feel free to drop a like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Join the Discord. Make sure to check out Callum's channel. I put a link in the description below. You can see where Callum's streaming, also on Twitch as well, I believe. But we are going to end it there, everyone. It's been a really fun stream. Thank you so much for joining. Have a really good Saturday.
Hart has retired. The track temp's increasing. It's now 37.
Sorry, Creature's there. If you are in the UK, it's a really hot weekend.
Tamarello.
Thank you so much. We're going to go to the member screen now. I'm going to mute you, Callum, so we'll play a song to play us out. And I will see you all next time. Thanks, everyone.
You are watching Kireth card. You are watching a Kireth card. Is there excitement? Is there anger? Maybe curiosity? Well, just let us know your thoughts in the comments. Ask any question you might want to ask. Is there excitement? Is there anger, maybe curiosity? Well, just let us know your thoughts in the comments. Ask any questions you might want to ask. If you like what you see, then go ahead and feel free to subscribe to our channel. But if you want to see more and the blood's rushing in your veins, You are watching a Kireth card. Is there excitement? Is there anger? Maybe curiosity? Well, just let us know your thoughts in the comments. Ask any questions you might want to ask. Because this is a Kireth card. With the speed on show, now you're gonna know how to get fast like a dart, just like Kireth cards. You are watching Kireth card. You are watching a Kireth card. You are watching Kireth card.